Coach Rick Pitino in the house. Good to see you, sir.
Great to see you.
Very grateful that you're here and excited about all we're going to talk about today. You've got an amazing story. You've been coaching for, is it 4 decades now?
Right.
And is the stat correct that you've taken teams to the Final Four over 4 decades, every decade for 4 decades?
Taken 3 different universities to the Final Four, 2 different universities to the National Championship. They're all different schools, although 2 are in Kentucky. Providence College, a small school in Rhode Island. They're all different experiences. Been to 7 Final Fours, and each one has been unique.
Really? Does it ever get different? Does it ever feel like easier, or are they all special?
The last ones you appreciate more because it's gotten so big. You're playing in front of 60, 70,000 people, covered all over the world. In the beginning, the first one I went to wasn't as big.
Right.
But now it's getting so big that the nerves after the Sweet 16
start feeling
really
it,
pick
right?
up.
Yeah, and you were coaching when the 3-point line was introduced. What was that, 1980?
1987, we led the nation, and you'll get a kick out of this. The first 4 Big East games we played, I think it was Lou Carnesecca, Rolly Massimino, John Thompson, they didn't make a 3-point shot at all. They didn't want to take it. They didn't believe in it. They were totally against the rule. I had a very mediocre team, and I said, the one thing I can do, we're going to lead the nation in 3-point shooting. We played the Russians in an exhibition game, and I said, we're going to take about 12 a game and lead the nation. I said 12 to 15. The Russians in an exhibition game, because they're used to the 3-point line.
International players were already using it.
They took 32 in that game.
No way.
So I realized my analytics.
Fala, Sidão. Bom dia, velho. De novo. Mandar um bom dia geral, que o pessoal saber que eu tô aqui.
Where did you learn how to become such a great coach? Was there a mentor you had early on, or was it just by coaching and learning by tons of mistakes the first few years?
It's pretty much it, because I was a head coach at the age of 24.
Sidão, tava escutando um podcast na academia. Fui pra academia hoje, cara. Fui pra academia às 6 horas da manhã, de bike. Vou falar pra você, velho. Foi da hora até. Mas não é fácil acordar, não. Pra ir pra academia. E tava escutando um podcast do Kobe Bryant, cara. Ele... Você sabia que o Kobe Bryant ganhou um Oscar, cara? Com um documentário sobre assuntos de família. Como gerenciar, não, né? Como criar ou educar os filhos. Ele até lançou um podcast agora sobre isso, cara. Tipo um cartoon de áudio, né? Onde ele conta histórias de família em relação aos filhos e tudo mais, como criar, como educar. Ele ganhou um Oscar. Eu só não sei, cara, o nome, cara, do podcast dele. Deve ter aqui no show notes. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo. Aqui, eu acho. Não. Não vou conseguir saber os... Depois eu vejo aqui. Mas, cara, nem sabia que ele tava nessa. Enfim, virou um escritor. Ele vai lançar um livro que eu acho que se chama Mamba Mentality. Ou Mindset, acho que é Mamba Mindset. Como que eu faço pra saber? Ah, não. Bom, enfim, depois eu vejo pra você. Também tô interessado em saber. Acho que é aqui, ó. Nah. Cara, não sei. O Spotify ainda é meio difícil de... Bom, depois eu vejo. No celular é mais fácil ver. Mas da hora, eu não tava sabendo disso não, cara. Ah, ele é monstro, cara. Ele é monstro. Inteligente, né? Inteligente pra caramba. Pô, acho que hoje o pessoal tá meio na soneca aí. Esperar a galera ver se dá uns 5 negros pelo menos aí pra falar sobre os ativos, senão eu vou direto pro índice. Depois de sexta-feira, o atentado no Bolsonaro lá, atentado ou sei lá, né? A gente nunca vai saber o que foi de verdade, se o cara foi lá esfaquear ele de bobagem, se ele foi realmente orquestrado, né? Foi uma coisa ou combinada do próprio Bolsonaro ou arquitetada por organizações do tipo esquerda da vida aí. Mas enfim, o mercado, o índice, né, deu uma puta numa subida sexta-feira. Vou colocar no 30 aqui, deu toda essa subida aqui foi depois do Bolsonaro ter sido esfaqueado, né? Sei lá, uns 3 mil pontos quase subiu. Doideira. Mas então, cara, sobre o café lá tem algumas coisas interessantes aí pra se comentar. Desde embalagem até locais para se comercializar. Tô vendo algumas feirinhas aí para tentar estar entrando. Sem muita barreira, preciso correr atrás. Até vou anotar aqui do certificado de manipulação de alimentos. É uma coisa que eu não tenho. E eu também não sei como conseguir. Deixa eu anotar aqui. Dar uma pesquisada, ver como que faz para ter, quanto é, se é que tem que pagar. Chama certificado de manipulação de alimento. Bom dia, bom dia, bom dia, bom dia, bom dia. Bom, vou fazer aquele giro pelos papéis, embora ficou um pouco mais complicado, porque aparentemente foi notícia, né, que balançou, uma notícia meio macabra, né, um movimento meio macabro pós-Bolsonaro, aí, mas o Itaú segue para mim comprado, né, bateu naquele ponto excepcional lá, 40,94 que eu falei para vocês, e desde então tá respondendo muito bem, certo? É uma das coisas que a experiência acaba dizendo, né? Então eu sou um cara que ultimamente tem acertado muito em papéis e não em futuros, né? Tanto para o dólar como para o índice, os movimentos não estão sendo, mais o índice, né? Não estão sendo correlacionados com os papéis. O índice demora um pouco mais ou vai mais rápido, né? Para antes dos meus pontos. Os papéis não, eles realmente estão batendo nos meus pontos, estão dando bons trades, boa volatilidade, com certa assertividade, né? Com belíssima assertividade, eu diria. Então o Itaú, para mim, ele deve testar 40, 44 ou 43,89 primeira parada, tá? Pode ter um problema hoje ou essa semana aqui, né? Que é a última fronteira desse último topo, segundo a minha opinião. Então nós temos aqui a última fronteira para o Itaú já tocada, assim como a do índice também foi, certo? Mas eu estou acreditando que ele vá até o 43,89 e depois, quiçá, até os 45,13. Aí já vai depender das posições, provavelmente de pesquisa política, certo? Vamos ver o que eu tenho aqui para vocês. Eu tenho, depois do Itaú, eu tenho a Petrobras, Petrobras também encara aqui uma subida. Então, infelizmente a Petrobras ficou no meio do caminho, mas a gente já sabia que ela estava no meio do caminho. Eu achava que ela ia tocar ao menos aqui nos 18,09, certo? Para depois tentar arrumar os 19,72, mas talvez ela vá antes para aquele lado. A minha opinião, não, é que ela vai segurar nessa região aqui, porque esse sim é um ativo que é totalmente enviesado política, né? Porque todo mundo sabe que a administração da Petrobras é 50-50, mas que na verdade o governo tem muito mais poder. Ultimamente, com o governo do Temer, governo de direita, no poder, ela tem mais participação da iniciativa privada e tudo mais. Porém, se a esquerda ganhar, ou se algum político, até o Bolsonaro, que não é esquerda, mas é um cara que é mais estadista, embora o seu economista fale o contrário, pode ser que tenha mais intervenção nesse cara e talvez ele sofra mais aqui embaixo. Certo? Então ela vai depender muito de pesquisa, de notícias relacionadas à política, porque o cenário global não é muito interessante para ela atualmente. Ela tem bastante dívida em dólar, então ela não está muito alegre com o dólar lá em cima. A Itaúsa fraco. A Itaúsa ela já toca aqui no nosso 9,54 que eu tinha e está balançando. Fez aqui uma bandeira. Acho eu que ela vem para um cara desse. Só que deixa um pirulão aqui depois do Bolsonaro aí ou pelo menos no dia do Bolsonaro, aí, da notícia do Bolsonaro. Então, agora fico mais cético pensando que ela vem para 9,91. Certo, galera? Então é isso que eu imagino para a Itaúsa. Vale. Nossa, a Vale, eu postei essa ideia que fica bonita de se ver, né? Um harmônico, é uma cipher. Deixa eu tirar esse cara daqui, só para mostrar para vocês que eu acredito no que na Vale. Eu acredito em simetria de tempo. Então, de um fundo para outro, nós tivemos aqui 38/53 dias. Colocando aqui a mesma coisa, eu acho que nós devemos, descer até aqui, certo? E aí teria uma confluência harmônica, um padrão que se chama cipher, tá? Esse padrãozinho aqui, certo? Sem mais delongas, aí eu acho que já acabou aqui. Falei um pouquinho de tudo. Nosso Ibov tá todo marcadinho aqui também, certo? O Ibov já tá todo marcado, assim como o índice. Vou dar uma acompanhada nele também, tá? Apesar de não ser operável, talvez dê um timing melhor pro índice. Eu tô testando ainda, eu fiz bastante backtest esse final de semana, tá? Não tô nem um pouco feliz com as duas últimas semanas, então fazendo bastante backtest para tentar ganhar uma vantagem no mercado aí mesmo nesse momento tão difícil. Enquanto tá terminando meu café aqui já. Então também o Ibov segue a toada clássica. Acho eu, na minha opinião, que ele vem aqui para os 400, assim como o nosso mini índice deve vir para os 175. Ficou muito próximo aqui, ó. Diferente do Itaú, que bateu e realmente deu o sinal, o mini índice não bateu. E aí ele já vai em um candle só, o que deixa qualquer day trader maluco, né? Ups. Qualquer day trader maluco é que ele em um candle ele sai de uma área onde é venda e já bate o objetivo da compra. Então, para mim ficou complicadésimo. O que eu tenho para dizer é que esse cara do 365 é resistência, certo? É resistência. Então, se ele abrir já com gap de alta aqui em cima, beleza. A gente vai procurar compras até ele aqui, ó. Mas se abrir abaixo dele, ferrou. Eu não vejo compra. A não ser... Aí eu vou mostrar os pontos para vocês. No próprio contrato atual, eu fiz o dever de casa ontem. Por no 15 minutos aqui. Ou não fiz? Ah, não salvou. Ah, não, esse aqui é o dólar. Calma aí, galera. Fazendo besteira. Aqui. Ah, aqui. Postei essa ideia. Tá no meu Instagram, inclusive, essa ideia. Mas, por exemplo, se nós abrirmos abaixo dos 365 aqui, né? Desse cara aqui. Se a gente abrir abaixo. Eu peguei algumas simetrias para dizer que a gente deve dar uma escorregada rápida. Se eu bem conheço, né? Porque distorceu muito no final do pregão. Mas a gente já tem... Deixa eu tirar essas linhas aqui. Vamos se preocupar mais com a área de negociação do que com os alvos e tal. A gente tem... A gente tem bons pontos de compra, né? Deixados aqui. Então tem um ABCD. Aqui no 565. Aí tem esse cara. E tem esse a partir do gap. Que colocados aqui nos dão uma posição não pequena, né, para day trade, mas é uma posição legal, ó, dos 550, digamos assim, até os 150. Então 400 pontos para a gente tentar achar um gatilho para compra aqui, certo? Mas todo esse gap aqui, né, para mim não tenho nada para se fazer. Então provavelmente hoje vai ser bastante conversa, caso o preço lateralize aqui. Eu não tenho que prever aqui com muita assertividade, pelo menos não no meu setup, nesse cara aqui, certo? Aqui e aqui eu vou tentar me posicionar. Talvez até o 965 seria o último aqui. O 965 é toda essa pernada aqui, toda inteira. Certo? Então, legal, galera. 580 também ponto de venda. Fiz o dever aqui, o estudozinho. Tá bem legal. Dólar. Dólar finalmente aí abaixo do 63. 63 lá, daquele Fibo semanal. Tá? Aquele Fibo semanal. Então ele começa a trabalhar abaixo. 50% aqui, ó, 50. E aí subiu no 63. Agora ele vem para buscar o 25. Então acho que o alvo do dólar agora é o 3740. Minha opinião. Podendo parar um pouquinho no 3955. Uma boa queda, simetria com esse pullback, simetria com esse pullback. Esse aqui é um pouco maior. Esse daqui também a gente pode ir já calculando, porque o sinal parece ser forte. Certo? Parece ser bem forte o sinal de queda. Então a gente já pode fazer algo assim, por exemplo, para tentar descobrir. 3943, 3916. Certo? Se mantido esse topo. Beleza, galera? Então é isso, sem mais delongas. Vamos pro mini índice, daqui a pouco já vai abrir aí o mercado. Bom dia para todo mundo que está na sala aí. Está na sala não, está no YouTube. Então aqui estão os pontos do diário, né? Já deixei no meu gráfico aqui. Então a partir dessa região eu tento enxergar alguma coisa aí para se comprar. Se abrir com gapão de alta, a gente vai ter mais dificuldade, mas também não deixa de operar se aparecer alguma situação. Aqui no 580 também tem um ponto. Dólar já abriu, índice aparentemente não. Dólar abriu na mínima ali, tranquilo.
You tell them right up front, this is what's going to take some time. It's going to take a couple of years of recruiting, and then if you get the one great player that turns it around quicker, because in basketball, unlike football, the one player can turn it around for you. Really? You know, you get Michael Jordan to come to the Bulls, you get Jamal Nashman to go to Kentucky, you get the one guy, you get LeBron to go back to Cleveland, and then it takes a couple more players to get involved with that one player.
Pouco de mistério no índice aí.
Was good, and he turned around the process right away for us. Interesting footnote to that: Jamal Nashburn's been my business partner for over 30 years. Yeah, we have a company called MAP, which is Mashburn, Abar, and Patino, and we've been together for over 30 years.
No way. What are you guys doing that company?
Well, we own car dealerships together. That's probably the biggest thing that we have, and a lot of other side businesses.
Amazing. You're involved in horse racing as well, is that?
Well, Jamal's not involved in that. That's a hobby with me. It's a losing hobby.
It's a fun hobby, right?
It is.
You don't really win much money in that because you're spending so much.
2 minutos já de leilão, nada feito. De abertura pro índice ainda.
Yeah. Wow. Are you a part of the Derby then? Is that what?
I was until I left Louisville. I went to like 24 and 25 straight derbies. And I had 2 horses running the Kentucky.
Anyone win?
Não deve ser problema lá na lógica, né? Porque no TradingView também não abriu.
Okay. And so let's talk about Louisville now, because you've got a book coming out talking about your story about what's been happening in the last couple of years. Why did you leave Louisville?
Well, it's fired.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't want to leave. Basically, what happened is this: a scam artist
Abriu.
is trying to negotiate payments from Adidas and these other people in the room.
Então, nessa configuração, 175 aos 230, para mim, ainda é venda, apesar dessa subida meteórica. Vamos ver se tem algum price action ali, para a gente operar algum tipo de venda. Mas não aqui ainda não.
Because I would never go for any of that. But the Southern District of New York, they're being wiretapped. The FBI is there. They're people trying to scam. They obviously indict him, and they mentioned my name and also Jim Larinaga, the coach of Miami. And the Southern District of New York puts us in the complaint. Not a shred of evidence with us, just a scam artist mentioning our name.
Muito forte, né? Achei que ia abrir com gap de baixa, mas abriu lá em cima. Interessante. Só dando um panorama grande, né? De gráfico de 240 minutos, por exemplo. Aquele movimento que eu previa a partir deste ponto aqui pode ter começado a partir desse, né? E eu não acho. Eu acho que a gente vai continuar fazendo máximas menores até batermos no ponto do TradingView 175, por aqui assim, que é um ponto onde eu considero ser crucial para a subida do índice. Deixa eu ver se consigo mostrar aqui no TradingView para vocês, enquanto o índice está no meio aí de um possível ponto. Então, ops. O movimento que eu acho que o índice vai fazer é esse aqui, certo? Quando bater nesse 175 aqui, pra mim, vai ser um ponto decisivo para a gente vir até os 915 aqui, que é onde eu vejo alvo para essas subidas aqui.
So the book explains, it's called Patino, My Story. There are a couple of scandals that we deal with. We talk about the shoe companies and their influence on the college business. It's half memoir of my 40 years in coaching, and it's also dealing with the things I've had to deal with in the last.
The business of college athletics and what's happening in it. How much of the shoe companies play a major role in the young athletes' lives?
The shoe companies aren't corrupt. I don't want to sound like they're corrupt. They go out and they pay Ohio State $200 million.
Então de novo aqui vou desenhar, já que tá lento. Abriu lá em cima, então provavelmente deve ficar lento o mercado, porque esticou muito na sexta-feira. Mas essa é a região que eu estou querendo vender.
They get to market their name, and now everybody identifies Louisville as an Adidas school. So Adidas wants Louisville to win. So at the lower level, Adidas, the grassroots level, where the high school kids are, they're paying these AAU programs not $150 million, they're paying them $150,000. And these AAU programs now represent Nike, Under Armour, and Adidas, just like the colleges. So they're being paid at the lower level. The college is being paid at the higher level, and anytime you throw around that much money, their interests are in that company. So now everybody wants the Adidas school to win, the Under Armour school to win, the Nike school to win, and it's not about room, board, books, and tuition anymore. There's a lot of money involved here, and that's what the NCAA is dealing with right now. When this scandal broke, Adidas was paying these athletes, and they were paying the athletes through these scam artists, and the scam artists would because it was legal. It was more legal, I guess, through a scam artist than because you couldn't do it through a coach. Well, it's not legal. You can't pay. You can't follow.
E a parte de compra tá aqui.
It's been going on. I never heard it through shoe companies. I heard it through agents. You hear stories. An agent got to a family, paying the family, but you have no proof of this. It's just all gossip, what you hear out there. But never did it come from the shoe company directly until the scandal broke.
Really? So the shoe companies were starting to pay this one.
Começando por 565, terminando no 150, 140 ali.
But I'm representing Adidas. What I did is against NCAA rules, but it's not against my rules. You know, his job is to go out there and sign the best athletes. So he wasn't doing it to benefit the University of Louisville. He was doing it to benefit Adidas.
Sure. Wow.
E o que eu vou fazer, se ele subir até os 175, eu vou procurar um gatilho de venda para operar este ponto aqui. Então vai ser bastante, vai ser um trade longo. Se der certo, certo? E se estopar, estopará eu exatamente aqui. Então esse é o planejamento para o trade de venda, se ele vier a acontecer.
About 20 colleges in September and October, watch them practice, motivate their teams, talk about what teams have to do to get to a Final Four, what sacrifices they must make, how you have to play for the name on the front, not the name on the back, for all of you to get where you want to go. And then talk about how individually they can get where they want to go if they put in the right work, the correct work. And talk about the right analytics to them. It's not just how many points you score per game that the pros are interested in. And talk about that with them and start out with people I've coached in the game, like Patrick Ewing's at Georgetown, Mick Cronin, who was under me, is at Cincinnati, and go visit those schools first and then open it up to some other places.
Yeah. So that's what the path right now.
That's right now. The book's going to come out September the 4th. I'll do some things with that for a couple of weeks. And then I do a lot of motivational speaking to companies, but I'm really interested in learning as well. And while I motivate the players and the teams, I get to watch practice, discuss with the coaches afterwards what I like and what I didn't like, but also I get to learn. Because when you're coaching it from 24 years of age to 64, you haven't learned as much as you need to learn. So now I get to watch some other coaches.
What's the thing you think you need to learn the most?
Different ways to do things. I have my system, our defenses, our offenses, and I get a chance to experience different offenses.
Tá muito bem. Pode ser que haja uma oportunidade boa e viável de se operar na venda, acreditando aí que o mercado vai precisar se ajustar às últimas 2, 3 horas de sexta-feira, dando uma opinião própria. Eu não sei de vocês, a gente até pode discutir aqui, já que não está rolando nenhum trade por enquanto, mas foi um pouco dúbia para mim, pelo menos na minha opinião, a subida do índice por causa do atentado contra o Bolsonaro, né? Não entendi muito bem. A priori, e até os primeiros conteúdos que saíram no YouTube de mercado, né? Acho que, se não me engano, do Ogro, né? Que eu vi também, putz, um outro aí qualquer que eu não vou lembrar agora, mas todos falavam, o mercado não... Eles, né, nos vídeos falavam, o mercado não gosta do Bolsonaro, por isso que subiu. Então eu estaria feliz com, de repente, sei lá, uma consequência pior do atentado, né? E depois sai na Infomoney ou no Investing. Também preciso dar uma olhada de novo. A notícia: mercado escolhe Alckmin, escolhe Bolsonaro em relação a Alckmin. E aí o Temer, colocaram um pronunciamento do Temer dando uma fritadinha no Alckmin. Quer dizer, pô, eu como leigo na área fiquei meio... área política, né? Fiquei um pouco ressabiado, não entendi muito bem se é que foi por notícia essa subida, e aparentemente foi, né? Porque uma sexta-feira à tarde a gente não espera uma volatilidade tão absurda assim. Enfim, está tudo muito indeciso hoje. Bom dia, Juliano Barbian. Cara, na realidade, para day trading até outubro vai ser muito difícil, né? Eu não vou mentir para vocês, esse final de semana eu dei um rolê em todos os canais aí. Não em todos os canais, mas assim, em alguns canais. Eu quero fazer uma entrevista com o Jota, né, pro meu podcast. Inclusive hoje tem novo episódio no podcast com a Mi. Eu estou gravando aqui, ela fez uma entrevista também pro WhatsApp, né? Eu vou, igual eu fiz com o Gustavo Almeida da Geometria, fiz com ela. Então hoje vai ter episódio novo no podcast. Convido todo mundo a participar aí. Quando eu lançar, vai estar lá no Instagram. Vou fazer no Facebook também, vou avisar vocês. Mas enfim, falei que eu queria entrevistar o Jota, que parece ser um cara humilde, como a maioria dos traders que estão no YouTube aí mostrando lives, né? Mas eu tô com fé que ele vai me aceitar e responder as 4, 5 perguntas que eu faço para todo mundo. E aí, olhando os resultados desses caras durante a semana, né? Ou ganhou no dólar ou perdeu no índice, mas sem resultados consistentes, né? Ou pelo menos metas batidas. É muito difícil, não só porque o cenário é incerto, mas porque para o índice, e para o dólar nem tanto, mas mais para o índice, um dos grandes drivers do índice ainda é a Petrobras, e ela é muito enviesada pela política. Então a gente fica realmente dependendo aí não só do gráfico, para quem é grafista, né? Não sei se para quem é leitor de fluxo, Inclusive, falando em leitor de fluxo, estou tentado aí no evento da Scalper Trader, iniciativa Tape Reading, chama. Fiquei interessado pela possibilidade de fazer network. Quem sabe eu não arrumo uns caras lá para fazer entrevista pro podcast, ou mesmo pro canal do YouTube, né? Embora eu não tenha câmera on-road, né? Eu tenho só uma webcam 4K e meu iPhone, então não sou um cara meio estático, tenho qualidade estática de vídeo, digamos assim, não tenho muito. E meu microfone também é o Blue, então ele não é para ficar andando por aí. Mas estou interessado em ir. Mas para concluir o assunto volatilidade e incerteza, vão depender muito das eleições, né? Aí vai ter aquela 2, 3 dias pós a eleição de euforia ou de tristeza total, seguido dos melhores dias de trade do ano, né? E aí finaliza o ano. Então setembro, outubro, novembro, né? Diria que setembro, outubro, talvez novembro, sejam os melhores meses para se operar esse ano. Os meses com os meses que teoricamente se iniciaria uma tendência, ou se reiniciaria, retomariam a tendência, ou a gente viria para uma pernada de queda, que aí a gente de novo vai tentar mirar 1.000 pontos, né? Fazer 1.000, 2.000 pontos por semana, 3.000 pontos por semana, né? Isso no meu jeito de operar, pelo menos. Porque por enquanto não está dando nem perto disso. Gosto dele, mas não do operacional. Você está falando do Jota? Então ele parece ser um cara legal. Eu também estou olhando, não de perto, mas observando o mendigo trader. É um cara que fala bastante, mas é um cara que está lá ao vivo todos os dias. Estou olhando ele. Eu sou um cara que é muito fã do CSL, que era do portal, e agora ele é da Terra Investimentos, eu acho. Gostaria de entrevistá-lo, porque ele é um cara que é um analista, né? Então ele tem muito conhecimento técnico. É um cara que a conversa deve ser boa. O operacional, eu nunca vi ele operar, então não sei se ele é bom trader, mas ele é um bom analista. Eu gosto das análises dele. Sempre que eu... Agora não, porque eu tô com vocês todos os dias, né? Mas antes eu sempre colocava ele aqui um pouco para escutar. Ele também fica falando de coisas fora gráfico, eu acho legal. Entretém, né? Então ele também é um cara, certo? Quem mais eu gostaria? O Bo Williams eu gostaria, mas aí eu tenho certeza que o cara não vai nem atender. Não vai me atender. Que mais que eu gosto? E aí de cara só. Ontem eu assisti no Suicide Squad acho que é Alex Aguiar, o cara do grupo FI. Ele abriu uma própria agora do grupo FI, que chama grupo FI, se eu não me engano. Eu assisti ele, mas ele não, digamos assim, ele não liberou o operacional. Ele é um cara, obviamente, que gosta de Fibonacci, né? Então sempre me chama atenção, porque eu também, apesar de não ser um cara pautado 100% em Fibonacci, eu gosto muito de Fibonacci, não só para o mercado financeiro. Então também pode ser que seja um cara, mas o cara já tem prop, já tem isso, já tem aquilo, é de Brasília. Fica mais difícil ainda de eu ter sucesso num possível podcast. Mas estão todos os traders, né, independente da posição que esteja, eu acho que todos querem, não digo fama, né, mas todos estão abertos aí à publicidade, né, porque o mercado é muito pequenininho de trading, né, muito pequenininho, certo? Se nos Estados Unidos eu estava escutando um podcast do Akil esses dias e falou, olha, o nosso mercado é muito pequeno, né, poucas pessoas conhecem de trading, né, Se para eles, cara, que 80% da população investe e não poupa, o mercado de trading, que é uma ala de investimento, já é pequeno, para nós aqui no Brasil, a gente engatinha, né? Então acho que todos querem publicidade, porque sabe que é limitado, né? A não ser que você fique martelando igual a Scalper Trader, igual a Atom, fique martelando nas mídias sociais ali para que, tipo, o cara que esteja comendo... O cara comprou um tênis na Netshoes e vai receber, mesmo assim, ele vai receber o André Antunes lá, abrindo o vídeo do YouTube dele falando de trading. Tipo, ou você gasta uma grana e fica batendo no martelo ali, pra ver se o cara sai do convencional, ou você tenta mexer com as pessoas que já estão no meio e aumentar a sua participação dentro daqueles que já operam, dentro daqueles que já investem, né? E eu acho que por enquanto o caminho é esse, tentar ir para mídias onde vai explorar o pessoal que não investe ou não tá nem aí, né? Tipo, random, assim, né? Como eu falei, você comeu você tá vendo um vídeo de comida culinária, de repente abre o André Antunes falando da Scalper Trading. Esse cara vai clicar em pular anúncio, né?
And if you do, you'll play. But deep down, I know you're not going to beat them out.
You don't think, yeah. Did anyone ever do that? Is there ever a guy, that freshman, that did beat them out that came back and surprised you?
No, because our system is very complicated. It's based on a lot of defensive principles that you have to know. And maybe if you're
Não vejo venda aí ainda, tá, galera? Um pouquinho mais ali, 200 pontos para cima, lá nos a partir dos 175, eu tô liberado a esperar um gatilho, certo? O setup tá aqui. E aqui a gente vai tentar esperar um gatilhinho aí pra gente operar.
If you recruit great players with a poor work ethic, you're going to probably be overrated. So you've got to get great players that have a great work ethic. If you can combine those two things, you're going to make it and you're going to make it big. Yeah. So recruiting is a big part of it, but you have to recruit people with a strong work ethic in order to get where you want to go.
Was there ever a time in coaching where you were...
Muito bem, galera. Agora se aproximando realmente da área onde eu quero ver gatilhos vendedores. Ponto negativo, né? É o stop grande, 400 pontos aí de stop na média.
Stress is your enemy. You want no part of stress. So you got to make sure you don't stress your players out. And you want to put pressure on them, but don't stress them out.
How do you create pressure and eliminate stress?
Well, when you take off, we're going to get ready to play Duke. It's the Elite 8 game.
Big game.
It is a big game. And this is going final.
Outro ponto não legal também é que nós não tivemos aqui um pullback para estudar. Nessa subida, subiu meio que igual.
Wow. Remember the young man whose knee blew out, his leg blew out, shin blew out, Kevin Ware, right in the middle of the Duke game, his bone came out of his leg. Almost like Joe Theismann, same injury.
When was this?
This was 2013, when we won the championship.
This when a guy landed and the leg came out?
Exactly.
Is that your player?
That was my player.
That's right. I remember now because the floor came down a little bit over there, right? He was right on the floor, you guys were on the bench, so we're all crying.
Oh my God, halftime the score's tied.
It was
And I had to get my team back because we were all crying. I was crying. We're in the locker room, and I said, look, we got to get ourselves together.
Oh my gosh.
And I had to come up with a story almost to distract my team at this point. And I said, guys, I've never mentioned this to you, but we're within a day of 25 years ago when Christian Laettner beat me with that shot, Duke, Kentucky. So here we are playing Duke 25 years ago to the day.
No way.
And I'm telling them this story to get their minds off of Kevin Lynn. I said, I've never talked about that shot. It's bothered me. But here we are playing the same team 25 years later for the Final Four. Same thing at stake. How eerie is that? Now they're all looking at me. I said, but you know what, guys? They beat us with 2.3 seconds. When Grant Hill threw that pass to Christian Laettner, made that turnaround shot. I said, now it's tie score. And Kevin's in that hospital. He's going to be fine. But I need to erase Christian Laettner's shot from my mind. There's only one way. And they're all looking at me. I said, we need to go out there right now, not only beat Duke at the buzzer, we need to go out there and kick Duke's ass by 20, 25 points. We need to go out there and just lay it on them. So now I've got their attention. And now they're fired up. I said, then we're going to go to the hospital, go visit Kevin, and we're going to take him to the Final Four. Let's go get this. And we go crazy in the locker room. And we went out there and beat him by 20 points.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Wow.
By the way, I didn't erase Christian Laettner's shot. It's still in my mind, but we went out there and beat him by 20 points.
Wow, that's an inspiring story. Well, I think also, I mean, I remember that now. Gosh, I forgot that was your team. I remember that and just being like so sad for that player because one, it was terrifying. It was scary to watch. But just like, man, he's doing so well, going to the Final Four. But it was great to see the team rally behind that.
Yeah.
It probably almost gave a bigger boost to them as well. Like, we got to play for our teammate.
Yeah, no question.
And then they went.
But we had to erase because we were all around him.
Oh my God! It was right by your. It was right by your.
Yeah, I went to lift him up, and then I looked at it, and I said, and now the trainer threw a towel over it, and everybody was crying, everybody was sick, and then.
Muito bem, galera. O primeiro pullback aí para ser estudado.
Experience.
How did you get out of that?
Well, I knew Kevin was going to be fine, but it was traumatic. It was something I've never seen
on TV, national.
Yeah, I've seen ACLs but
not a bone popping out
of your skin. Oh my gosh,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
it was right in front of the bench,
right there.
That is a crazy experience. Have you ever seen anything else crazier than that moment?
No.
Like on the basketball court, was there anything?
I've had players blow out their ACL. You've seen that, but nothing in that big a game, in that big a moment.
The type of injury.
Yeah, and it was funny because the NCAA took that championship away, and they took the banner down. And I tell my players now are suing the NCAA.
Good for that.
For defamation, for taking the banner down. I said, guys, sue them, that's fine, but understand the championship cannot be erased and taken away.
Right.
They can take a banner down, they can take the money away, but they can't take your championship away. And I said, that's part of history. So don't ever lose that. And we talk about it all the time.
How does that affect you when they took it away?
It's unjust because what went on in that dormitory was ugly because it was my brother-in-law's dormitory. I named it after him. I lost him in 9/11. And it was, what went on in that dormitory was not right. It was repulsive. But it was one person doing it behind closed doors. To this day, people say, oh, this person knew it, this person. 6 of my players on the basketball team did not know what was going on. My nephews, the son of Billy Minotti, who I lost in 9/11, they did not know what was going on. My assistant coaches said they did not know it was going on, and I did not know what was going on.
Yeah.
Security in the dormitory did not know what was going on. But it was wrong. You know, we had to pay a price, but not
The whole championship taken away from that.
because they said it was an extra benefit, which is absurd. It was a strip party and it dealt with sex, and it had nothing to do with performance. They weren't taking steroids. It's not a performance enhancing in any way. It's an act that should never have taken place.
Sure.
Should never
They're
be.
not taking away a championship.
No.
Guys can get kicked out, things like that, right?
No question about it, but it's the NCAA, which I'm part of, is run by committees, and this committee said these acts are repulsive we're taking as much as we can away from you. And it's absurd. You can't take championships away from kids who earned it and deserved it. You can't do that. And I keep telling my players that all the time. I said, you didn't lose it. They took a banner down. Always remember that. You're champions. You've earned it. You did the work on the court.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
You didn't take money or something like that, yeah.
No.
What are your thoughts on paying student athletes at the big schools, football, basketball?
They are paid.
Right.
They get their college scholarship. Then on top of that, if their families can't afford it, they get a Pell Grant. They can get up to $8,000 besides their scholarship.
A year.
Yes. Now,
Through grant money.
yes, billions of dollars are made with the NCAA tournament throughout the years. Billions. And the NCAA is just giving a scholarship in that. So here's why families cheat. So I'm a family, and I'm from a poor family. I'm a great athlete. And I believe there's less than 10% of cheating that's going on in college athletics. Less than 10%, in my opinion, throughout my 40 years of experience.
All sports.
Well, let's just talk basketball for now. I think it's less than 10%. So what happens is somebody goes to the family, an agent goes to the family and says, look, here's $100,000, here's $50,000. You can go see your son play. Take flights and go see your son play, and I want you to sign with me after it's done. So they know it's wrong. Why would they take it and jeopardize? Well, they say, the school's making millions of dollars using my son. I can't even get on a plane and go see him play.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take it. And they take it, not thinking they're ever going to get caught. They go with that agent, but that's what happens in the game. Well, the Golden Goose is going to get killed because now the pros, in 2020, they're going to take away the 1 year.
Right. So you don't have to go to college.
You don't have to go to college. So you're going to go from high school.
Pros.
Now here's the dilemma though. The high school kid today is getting a great education. See, a college kid.
Se ele descer direto, galera, não vai dar oportunidade de venda pra mim.
7 months, they're not getting an education. They go to Duke, they go to Kentucky, they go to Louisville.
É, provavelmente ele vai.
For less than a year, they're not getting a college education.
Right. You're taking the basic classes, just getting by.
And they're getting online, and their interests of the NBA. But the high school kid has to get 16 core requirements and a certain grade point average to go to college and get a scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
So he's being educated at the high school level
To get into college. Once you know that you're going to the pros, you stop.
Here's the dilemma. I'm a freshman now in high school, and I overrate my abilities. I'm going to be a pro. I'm not going to study. I'm not going to worry about these classes anymore. I'm going right to the pros. On top of it, if I don't make the pros, I'm going to go to the G League, the minor league system, so I'm not going to go anymore. So the colleges are killing the Golden Goose. They're now going to get marginal basketball players, and who's going to sell, who's going to pay millions of dollars to these schools in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to the pros.
True.
So it's going to be a watered-down product, but the colleges, they have to react and be proactive, but they're not. The NCAA is not proactive. What they should do now is, I should be able to pay you, let you go market yourself like the Olympic model. So
Não vejo venda aí.
Lewis, let's go market ourselves. We do commercials.
Ainda.
We do signings. And we go out there and we make money when we're in college.
Yeah.
Like any other student can do. So I
In the Olympics.
Yes. So I want to go market myself. I want to do a commercial on TV while I'm in college playing ball. And I make $50,000. Fine. Now, the wrestler can't do that, but I can do it. So while I'm in college, I'm making money, and I'm not in a rush to get to the NBA. So you have to, and that's Condoleezza Rice said that. They should be able to market themselves. And that's one of the proposals she came up with. Colleges, they're not proactive enough to let that happen.
Why is that?
They're going to kill the Golden Goose because they got away with the one and done. But now, if kids go right away to the pros, college is going to be watered down, and TV is not going to pay the NCAA millions of dollars anymore.
Because they're on the best players.
They're gone. LeBron, Kobe, and they're gone. They go right. The great ones go right away, and then the ones that aren't great, but they think they're great, they immediately say, I'm going coach, I'm not going to study. They're not going to be able to get accepted into college.
Or go to minor leagues, whatever.
The G, it's called the G League.
Yeah. And just work there and develop for 2 years.
Right, like going to college.
Right.
There was one player this year that committed to Syracuse, and instead of going to Syracuse, he went to the G League.
Really?
Yep.
For 1 year.
1 year.
So you don't have to go to college, you just have to 1 year removed.
Right.
High school.
But college has always been a good feeder program for the NBA.
You're playing every day, you're big arenas. Yeah.
But now they're gonna lose that.
Wow. And so if you were in charge of the NCAA and you had the decision to change it in a moment with how the rules to either players marketing themselves and making money on their own or paying beyond the grants, what would you do?
I wouldn't pay athletes. I would let them sell themselves. I would let them make commercials. I would let them do signings, autograph signings. I would let them, and here's the problem that they're going to get into down the road. So,
Bastante paciência.
what happens if the young man wants to wear Nike? So you're going to say, okay, you got to go buy your Nike shoes then.
O que eu vejo aí se ele começar a subir? O que eu não quero ver é ele parar nesse cara aqui, no 735. Não quero vender ele. O que eu quero ver é ele parando ou aqui ou aqui. Meu favorito é aqui. Segundo colocado aqui, esse eu prefiro esperar uma compra. Os dois pullbacks minúsculos são 695, 735.
So Olympic athletes, they can go out there, right, and make money.
Yeah, sponsorships, other things like that.
Yeah. So why can't the college athlete? That's the answer to keeping your talent and being proactive. Is letting them do that.
Yeah. How do you support your mental health when going through kind of a bitter experience in life? How do you support your emotional and mental health to rise above everything that's happened?
Well, my children didn't want me to write this book. They said, let it go, Dad. Let it go.
It's hard.
And I said, no, I'm going to write the book because I'm going to tell the truth. Everything in this book is the truth. Yeah. As a head coach for 30 plus years, I have never given an athlete an illegal inducement. I don't believe in it. I think it's difficult to get people to work hard when you're given something illegal. Because they always have something on you. And you really can't be a leader with them that way. That's my belief. So I've never done it that way. And here I'm being accused of cheating. And it's wrong. So you have to fight for your reputation.
Absolutely.
And I'll leave no stone unturned to fight for my reputation. Because I know I'm 100% innocent. Now, did I hire the wrong people? I take ownership for that. I take ownership. I've taken a lot of bows throughout the years for assistant coaches who've gone on to be head coaches. And I've gotten a lot of credit from my tree of coaches. So I have to take the good with the bad. I've also hired 2 coaches I shouldn't have hired.
Why were they hired?
Well, one was a player of mine, and I still believe in him. Something went wrong. I don't know what it was. He was involved in with the strippers and bringing women into that dormitory. He had great parents. He worked his butt off for me. He was a terrific young man. Something went wrong. Somebody got to that young man and derailed him. Yeah. And it's sad. It's sad for me as his mentor, as his leader, that he went the wrong way. And my heart breaks for him and his parents. The other young man, but he was taught to do the right things by his parents and me. The other young man was taught to do things the right way. Now, before he got fired, and he actually didn't get accused of doing anything illegal. He was fired for being at the wrong place and being part of something that could have gone the wrong way. So I take ownership for that. I hired them, and they didn't do things the right way. And anytime you're the employee, you're the boss, the buck stops with you.
Yeah, of course.
So I am responsible for them, but they were taught to do it the right way, and I know that. So that's why I'll fight.
Yeah.
And
40 years of hiring people, there's going to be a couple, people that make mistakes and do the wrong things.
Yes, and they're big mistakes that cost a lot of people. When something like that goes down, there are so many, the trainer's family, the equipment manager, so many support people and their families with children get hurt. It's not me. I've been coaching 40-something years, and the other people I feel so bad for. And the program, I love the University of Louisville, and I see the program get hurt really bothers me.
That's tough, because it's only a few people that really made the situation worse for you, but the community as a whole, the people there, I'm sure you still have a good feeling about, right?
Oh, very much so. The city, it's where I wanted to live. But as you look at it today, you have, on one side, you have the Southern District of New York and the FBI that mentioned my name. That's an awful thing to do without any evidence. And when you look at, well, why did you do that? What my lawyer said to them, they went and said, you left this man blown up on the side of the road. And he coached, they coached the right way, and you know what their response was? We deal with collateral damage all the time. And I'm not saying that the prosecutors are corrupt or the FBI is corrupt. I'm saying, what are they doing? Trying to nail assistant coaches. This is the FBI. I mean, do you know what it costs to wiretap someone today?
No idea.
It can wind up millions of dollars.
Really?
Because they have to. So if you're in a conversation with you're doing something illegal, and now you're in a conversation with your girlfriend or your wife, they have to turn it off. It's called minimizing. They also have to hire a private company to do the wiretapping. They don't do it themselves, the FBI. They hire a company to do it. So they have to. This company now will contact the FBI and say, well, I have something. They'll immediately listen in. But then they're saying, he's on the phone with his girlfriend, they have to minimize, shut it off. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they will wiretap in these assistant coaches and these scam artists for 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
We're wasting the skills of the FBI on assistant coaches in college basketball. This is what we're trying to do with all the problems we have in this country right now.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. What was it, Colorado? What's going on there?
Right.
I mean, that's what the FBI should be involved in, not nailing assistant coaches for giving kids money.
Oh, well, I want to end on a positive note. 2 questions left for you, if that's okay. Well, let's just say it's a championship game for you. You've got a new team, you're with a new school. You're not sure if this is going to be your last year. Maybe you coach a few more years, but you're not sure. Either way, you've got 2 minutes before the game starts. The team's worked hard for you the whole year. They've done everything you've asked for. They've made some mistakes, and some guys you've had to discipline over the season, but they've come back together, they've rallied together, and they're at the championship. What would you say in those minute to 2 minutes before the game?
Before the game, before we take the floor.
You've already done warm-ups and everything, whatever it may be.
Okay, we've gone back in the locker room.
Now this is your time.
We said our team prayer.
Yes.
And I would tell them how proud I am of them. I know the struggles. I know the work it took to get to where we are today. But now it's time to win it all. I said it's not time for the silver medal. It's not time for the bronze medal. It's time for the gold. It's time for us to stand on that podium on that top level and put that gold medal around our neck. It's time to win the championship. It's your time. Go out there and play as if it's your time. Enjoy every minute of this basketball game, because when it's over, you're going to be champions. And I want you to remember every minute of this game. I don't want you to just think about standing on it. I want you to cherish every minute of this game and go out and win it. And let's stand on that podium together and put that gold around our neck.
You get the chills. Love that.
And I hope I get that moment again.
Yes.
I miss it so much being in the locker room.
Wow.
So I try to channel it in different directions now.
Sure.
And,
it's not the same, but yeah.
Coaches are, the thing that's most about coaching after 41 years, it's the ability to help the young athlete get to where they want to go.
Bom, galera, só pra não dormir aqui, só não vendi em nenhum momento aqui, porque não teve uma um cara pra mim, pelo menos desenhar meu alvo aqui.
we could set the play.
Desceu direto, não muito com velocidade, mas só com vendas, né? Então, não me deu chance. O que significa que se ele subir pra mim, ele não tem nenhuma resistência aqui nesse meio, então ele pode vir testar o topo. Então, a espera pode ser recompensada. O primeiro ponto que ele pode ter problema atualmente é o 650. Segundo, 970. Terceiro, 145.
He wants me to be his dad, not his
Not the coach of him, yeah. And has it tainted your love for the game at all?
No, my passion is greater than ever. Yes, that's the good thing about it. I can't let the Southern District of New York, a board of trustees of Louisville, sour me. Can't do that. I've got to let bitterness go. I know there's good people that believe they're doing the right things. And if I'm collateral damage, I'm collateral damage. I'll live with that. But I've got to get all of my life in a positive way.
Yeah. And who would you say are the one or two most influential mentors in your life right now?
Well, like I said, I started at 24, so I've taken a different path than most people. There are people in the game I respect so much. I have great respect for Bill Belichick in football. I love what he does, the actual coaching, the teaching part. I love what he does. I love how he creates that winner with the Patriots every single year. Yeah. So there are so many college coaches out there that I admire, so many pro coaches I admire. Popovich with the San Antonio Spurs. I love the job that he does with that team because he runs great things offensively and defensively. Runs great things. I love the way the Warriors play. I love to watch them. I would pay to watch Steph Curry play at Durant.
Wow.
I like their games very much. And the college coaches I admire, so many of them I admire. Even in the league, I admire them. I have a lot of favorites out there.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have any mentors because I'm 65.
Yeah. Maybe younger mentors, you know, there might be some younger...
Yeah, I'm going to find out this fall
who they are on your rounds. Who are the players in the last 10 years that you played against in college that have shocked you or surprised you in the pros? So you're like, yeah, they were good, but man, they exceeded, you know, your thoughts about how they would do.
Well, I think Steph Curry's one. I didn't expect him to.
Oh, yeah, every coach thought that, right?
Yeah, we knew he's a good player.
Did you play against him?
No, just watched him on TV at Davidson. We didn't play against him. But there are athletes out there. We played against Shaquille in college, and I had a very mediocre team. And he had 3 NBA players on his team. We beat them. It was my first year at Kentucky. And I knew Shaquille would be good. I didn't know he'd be that good.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many guys that, there's so much talk about the greatest of all time. You know, the GOAT. And Michael and LeBron, everybody talks about which one's better.
Ohio guys, you know where I'm going.
Well, they always go with the contemporary, the current one. So, LeBron is one of the greatest physical specimens I've ever seen on a basketball court. Awesome talent. Michael's one of the most graceful specimens I've ever seen in the basketball court. And I could never say which one's better. I've been in the league with both of them, and I can't say which one's better. They're both great athletes, great specimens, graceful, powerful, both highly intelligent basketball players. They have it all. They have the intelligence, they have the athleticism, they have it all. But I would put another guy in the same category with both of them.
Who's that?
That's Magic Johnson. See, I was coaching at a time with Magic. I've seen Magic play. He's 6'9" legit. And when Kareem got hurt, Magic moved from the point to the center position and carried his team to a championship playing the 5 spot.
Wow.
So how many now? LeBron's probably capable of that, but Michael's not. Michael can't play the center position. So I would put those 3 together as the greatest of all time. That's not to take away from the greatest winner of all time, Bill Russell, or Kareem, or any of those guys. Kobe. Kobe's awesome. But to me, those 3 are dead even. The three of those guys are dead even, in my estimation.
Now LeBron's with Magic.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think LeBron is going to make the Lakers a big winner, but he needs help because he's in the West. See, LeBron could do it in the East.
You need a lot of help.
But
the Warriors, Houston.
He's going to need a lot of help. I don't think he can, as great as he is, I don't think he can surpass Houston. Definitely can't surpass Golden State.
Wow.
But I think everybody knows that, who they're going to get to play alongside him. But at least it's going to be exciting for Lakers fans.
Wow. Amazing. This is a question I ask at the end to everyone. It's called the three truths. So I'd like you to imagine it's your last day on Earth. You live to as long as you want, but eventually you got to call it quits. And you've achieved everything you want to achieve. As a coach, as a father, as a human, you do what you want. And you have no regrets. You do it all. But for whatever reason, all the books you've written and the speeches you've done and conversations you've had, you gotta take it all with you.
Vamos lá, galera. Sem dormir, o que pode acontecer aqui? Se a gente conseguir, se o preço conseguir avançar o 65 aqui, o 645, perdão, e fazer de cima para baixo algum movimento assim, é menos provável de sucesso, mas pode ser que eu arrisque um AB igual a CD. Certo? Depois tente vender aqui.
Number one would be nothing can take the place of family. Family's always first. That when you leave, your love for your family is number one. No question about that. The second thing I would leave is you're never going to reach any goal that you want to reach without a strong work ethic. You can't cheat your work ethic. It has to be your common denominator. And the third message I probably would leave behind is it's not worth it unless you're humble about it. Humility is really, really the number one gift that you get. And if you're not
Tem pequeno trade aqui também.
So those are probably three things that stick out right away.
Vou arriscar 40 pontos aqui.
For giving so far, I think you're going to coach again. So for me, giving 4 decades of your life so far to educating young human beings into becoming better humans. Obviously, you're coaching basketball, but you're teaching life and teaching how to be a better human being. And it's incredible the amount of people you've impacted over the decades. And I hope that I'm able to for all that you've done. The inspiration that you are. Your book is out very soon, but you guys can pre-order it right now. You can go to Amazon, you can go to Barnes & Noble, it'll be out soon, but you can pre-order it. Are you on social media by any chance? Are you on?
I'm going to have a podcast myself during basketball season, talking just basketball.
Awesome.
Talking how teams are progressing and have coaches on and try to update it each week with different coaches from the past as well as the present.
That'll be inspiring. I'm sure people will love that. What else can we do? How else can we support you besides get the book? And is there anything else we can do?
No, the book for me is just to tell the truth about not only the good things but the bad things. I want the truth to be told the right way, and that's the most important thing. That's why I call it my story.
Tudo bem, galera. Feio pra gente aí. Colocar no 0 aqui. Contra a tendência, tá? E o alvo é esse ABC. Ups. É esse ABCD aqui, ó. 645. Por no 40 aqui.
There you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this episode. lewishiles.com/689 for the full show notes, video interview, and all the other information about how to connect with Coach Rick Pitino. Again, leadership
Nada feito. Talvez tenha batido aqui só para ir para lá.
Reach our ultimate potential and continue to elevate each step along the way. If you enjoyed this, let me know at Lewis Howes over on social media. And again, a big thank you to lightstream.com/greatness. Again, make sure to check it out. If you've got a lot of credit cards, you've probably got huge interest rates, and you can actually roll all of your credit card debt into one monthly payment at a lower fixed interest rate. And with lightstream.com/greatness, you can do that. They offer credit card consolidation loans from 5.89% APR with auto pay. Powerful, guys. Make sure to check them out at lightstream.com/greatness. As if you go to that link, you will get an extra special discount on top of their already low rates. And a big thank you to hellofresh.com/greatness.
Mais uma tentativa, galera, por ter colocado stop errado aqui. Mas o alvo continua bem medíocre aqui. Se é que ele vai tocar no 645. Primeiro alvo aí, tá?
Powerful stuff, guys. They've got lots of different options from classic to vegetarian. So make sure to check them out. Go to hellofresh.com/greatness60. Again, go there. It's like receiving 6 meals for free or up to 50% off 3 boxes, as you get a total of $60 off. That's $20 off your first 3 boxes. Check them out right now. And we've got some massive interviews and episodes coming up. So many of you are telling me what you've enjoyed about these past interviews and episodes. The one on with Dr. Joe Dispenza has been a huge hit recently. The one with Humble the Poet. The one with Leslie Jr. We've also had the one on managing anxiety and overwhelm. That's been a huge hit for so many people. So if this is your first time here, make sure to check
Cara de que azedou, hein?
episodes over the last couple of weeks. And so many episodes that we've got here. We're constantly elevating and bringing this to another level for you. We've got some big interviews and episodes coming soon. And also,
muito bem, galera. Ficou feio aí para compras, pelo menos no primeiro momento. Vou esperar mais um pouco. Ou vendas lá em cima. Infelizmente, o índice não me deu a venda aqui. E nem em um pullback. Para comprar scalp tem que operar acima do 550 agora para mim. 570, 550. Esses caras já podem apagar. Abertura dos papéis. Hein? Então veio para estopar eu e uma galera, provável. Vamos ver se a gente ganha uma possibilidade de trade.
This is episode number 688 with New York Times best-selling author Maria Shriver. Welcome to the School of Greatness. My name is Lewis Howes, a former pro athlete turned lifestyle entrepreneur. And each week we bring you an inspiring person or message to help you discover how to unlock your inner greatness. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Now let the class begin. Wayne Dyer said, peace is the result of retraining your mind to process life as it is, rather than as you think it should be. I am so excited about our guest. Maria Shriver is a journalist, author, former First Lady of California. She has received a Peabody Award and been a co-anchor on CBS and NBC.
Muito bem, mais um tradezinho aqui de scalp na compra. Contra a tendência aí, tá, galera?
has inspired her along
Tocou no 450?
the benefits of church
No.
versus the benefits of meditation. We talk about why successful people are more complicated than anyone else. Also, how parents can raise conscious children in today's world, and some of the biggest lessons she's learned as a mother in today's society. What to do when you're triggered emotionally by someone close to you, and why everyone has earned the right.
Mais uma tentativa contra aí.
So much more. I'm so excited about this. Make sure to share this out with your
Certo.
friends on Instagram.
Mais uma vez stopzinho aqui. Dessa vez, como é a abertura dos papéis, de novo vou pôr no zero. Não é o correto, tá, galera? O alvo, vamos ver se ele stopa ou não. O alvo é aqui, ó. 685, tá?
Fully standing desks and collection of active chairs give you that freedom to sit, stand, stretch, squat, perch, or lean yourself into healthy, comfortable positions that work for your body's unique and changing needs. Their products are amazing. I have them in my office, and I love it. It's the perfect mix of modern design and healthy movement, engaging your core muscles for a healthier, more natural posture. It helps you feel better at the end of the day as well, so you don't have a stiff neck and painful lower back. And Fully wants to make an active work life available to as many people as possible, so their pieces are always affordable. From design to shipping to service after your purchase, Fully is there for you every step of the way. Go to fully.com/greatness. That's FULLY.com/greatness. I'm telling you guys, I love these products and I highly recommend them. Fully desks, chairs, and things to keep you moving. And also a big thank you to our sponsor, designcrowd.com/greatness. Now, DesignCrowd is a website that helps startups and small businesses, from dentists to accountants to photographers, DJs to health professionals, outsource or crowdsource custom graphic, logo, and web design from designers around the world. And they have over 500,000 designers from all over the world.
Puta, galera, por 5 pontos eu fiquei fora. Ai, ai, ai.
Every single time. And a typical project on DesignCrowd receives 60 to 100 designs from people all over the world excited about your idea.
Vou fechar o 0 a 0 aqui, tá? Não quero participar dessa compra, não. Mas é isso, scalp não tem o que se fazer.
So all you need to do is go to designcrowd.com/greatness. You get a special $100 VIP offer for our School of Greatness listeners, or you can just enter the discount code GREATNESS when you post a project on DesignCrowd. Again, check it out for great design every single
Day trade legal, bacana. Aqui em cima, galera. Toda essa região, agora região maior, né?
And this one is a powerful episode, guys. Make sure you guys take your notes, share with your friends, and without further ado, let me introduce to you the one, the only Maria Shriver.
E lá vai ele, hein?
It's a great day. It's a yippee moment. We've got Maria Shriver in the house. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Very excited about this.
Hey, you gave me a hug out there. Now you're shaking my hand.
Well, I can't
Okay,
jump
I see
over.
how it is. Okay.
I'll give you a bigger hug when you leave.
Okay.
You've got a book out called I've Been Thinking, Reflections, Prayers, and Meditations for a Meaningful Life. It's a very inspiring book. I read most of it. I haven't finished it, but my audience knows that I rarely finish books.
Really?
But just the point that I got through most of it was very inspiring.
Oh, that is,
So
really?
I was committed. It's hard for me to read and stay focused. It's hard for me to get
Well, the
through.
goal of this book is that you can pick it up and put it down, pick it up and put it down, and it's done in kind of spurts. So there's a reflection, there's a quote for inspiration, and then there's a prayer at the end of every chapter, so to speak. But it was done conscious of people's attention span, conscious of the speed at which people are going in life, and it's designed to slow you down. It's designed to get you thinking. It's designed to get you to be reflective about your own life, about what I'm talking about. Do you agree, not agree? Does it resonate? Do you have something different to say about it? Because they're all really kind of chapters about what constitutes a meaningful life.
Yeah. Do you think we're going too fast right now?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
we're doing too much.
Muito bem, galera. Falta de disciplina no alvo aí, mas bate. E a partir daí já pode cair de novo, dependendo da intensidade da tendência. Eu não quero participar dessa compra porque estaria comprando um topo. A gente está num topo de sexta-feira, uma máxima de sexta-feira. Então, preciso mais do que uma notícia, Bolsonaro no caso, para encarar uma compra de topo. Vender nessas regiões em vermelho é o mais interessante para mim. E realmente foi apanhando no índice ultimamente, meu. Deixa eu marcar aqui só pro meu backtest.
Yeah, I think growing up, I used to go to church all the time, and then at some point in my 20s, I kind of stopped doing that. And I think there's a lot of young adults who kind of stopped that tradition, from my experience at least. And then they don't have the time to reflect. They don't have the time to think like you're talking about.
Right.
And that's why I think that meditation has got this big movement right now, where it's like the new prayer for some people that maybe don't believe in religion or church, or for whatever reason they're not going anymore. It's their opportunity to sit and just be, as opposed to constantly do, right?
Right, but I think the benefit of church is that it's communal, right? You're in community, so you're gathering and you're part of something larger. I'm a big advocate of meditation, but it's singular, it's alone again, right? So I think I think people are gravitating to that because they're like anxious, they're high strung, they need relief, and meditation ultimately provides that as connection, right? It's being in community, in connection with another person, making a real life friend, knowing that real life friend will pick you up if you get a flat tire or if your bird gets stuck on the side of the road. That's a real person, right? And that,
as opposed to social media person.
Well, or and I think there are great communities on social media, but it's different than someone who will sit with you at the doctor's office. It's different than someone who will come over when you're really hurting. Those are different people. Those people can become that, but I think that so many of the people of all ages that I talk to know that there's something wrong with the way we're all living, that it's going so fast, and so they're looking for alternative ways to live. Meditation offers that, right? People look to exercise to offer that. They look to be of service to offer that. So I think that we're human beings, and connection is what we need. And we, love, community, connection. I think all of us want to live a meaningful life. I think everybody wants to be great. And I advocate that.
Muito bem, voltei. O que temos aí até o momento? Emoção ou não?
I think you're divine by being alive. I think you are, if you're a good person, that's great. If you are being a great daughter, a great son, a great brother, sister, a great, partner, whatever that is, that's great. I think we put so much pressure on each other to achieve something so we can be in the school of greatness, or we can be viewed as great by others. And so often those people don't feel great themselves, right? They're just rushing through life. So I've come to find that the people, what makes me feel great is really being in connection with other people.
You've been surrounded by some of the most celebrated people of our life.
Galera, pode ser que tenha mais uma comprinha de scalp aí. Agora, um alvo mais bacaninha. Seria aqui, ó. Certo? Ele já bateu no 610 ali? Não. Então, deixou bastante história aqui, né? Mesmo porque por 1 minuto. Bastante pontos aqui. Vamos ver se ele dá uma arriscada aqui para baixo.
characterize success differently than maybe people I grew up with, and I think so. I think it's always different. I think people have such different paths. I've found that people get to a certain place in life where they do wonder, like, am I on the right path? Is this all there is? Maybe I should switch it up. I think the
Bom dia, Lucas DLK. Boa, vamos ver se ele arrisca aqui o 590.
Why is that?
It's complicated to be, you know, I don't know how you're defining great, but, you know, if you're, I guess, trying to run for president of the country, you know, if you're Putin, those people are complicated, right? So I think... Are
there any people that are extremely driven and say have achieved great things or achieved big things that aren't complicated?
Well, I don't know. It depends on the person. Certainly, what I know of, like the Dalai Lama or Bishop Tutu, and I had the good fortune to meet Mandela. I would say that, you know, at the point when I met him, perhaps he was less complicated than had I met him when he was a young man and he
was driven.
And he was on his way to prison, and then you meet somebody who's on their way out there, a very different person, right? I'm always interested in people who grow and evolve, because I think that's why we're here. You know, I think sometimes people say, well, so-and-so said I changed. I'm like, thank God. Because who wants to be at 50 exactly the same you are at 20? I've always said that about politics. You know, we penalize political leaders for evolving and for changing their opinion. We say, like, you said 20 years ago on this day that you felt like this, and now you're changing your mind. And that, to me, is always a good sign, because that means life impacted you. You opened your eyes, you allowed yourself to evolve and to change. And in this book, I write about some of the things that I was wrong about, where I have reevaluated my opinion on that. And I think that's a good thing, to think differently all the time, right? Steve Jobs said, think different. I'm interested in people who think outside the box, as I know you are too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the one thing, if there is anything, that you would change in your life?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Any regrets?
No.
No.
No. I think, you know, that doesn't mean there haven't been painful
experiences,
but I think you grow from them.
Yeah.
You know, you evolve from them. I grew up in a kind of great family, but there's a lot of trauma, and, you know, and so I think that shaped me. I was really pleased to go into journalism, but it was tough and competitive. I fell in love at 21 and had 4 great children out of a long relationship. I'm on my own doing different things now. I have a great relationship with my kids, so that's an interesting, as having adult kids versus young kids. So I don't look back and say, I regret this. There are some things I wish had turned out differently, that might have taken a right instead of a left, or might not have happened, but I don't regret the things that happened.
Região de compra aí, tá, galera?
I think parents can raise conscious children to live meaningful, fulfilled lives in today's society, with all the comparison, judgment, and desires that I guess kids or young adults have.
Well, I think it's challenging, right? I think you have to first know your kid, right? I think you have to be in conversation with your kid, because as any good parent knows, your kids change a lot, right? And they talk about changing opinions and changing needs and changing wants.
It's every day.
Changing people, you know? So I think setting aside time to be with that child, setting aside time to have family activities, I think all of that's super important. Letting children know that they're loved and that they don't have to be, quote, you know, on the cover of a magazine or
in a movie,
or whatever that is, that they're loved. They don't have to earn your love, I think, is a really powerful thing that a parent can give.
Is there anything your kids could ever do or say that would make you not love them?
No. No.
No matter what it is?
No.
If they disappointed you at the highest level, or...
I don't even know what that is. What is the highest level?
I'm not sure. Maybe they committed crimes or did something immoral, or they went to prison, or just
well, I think everybody, you know, I would, you know, want to be able to offer them a place of safety and sanctuary and work through whatever that is. I'm not scared of people who have dark sides or who make mistakes, because I think we all have that. I think we all are imperfect. We all have darkness, we all have light, we all have complexity, we all have simplicity. we all fall down, we all need to be raised up. So I think that, you know, no, I can't really imagine what that would be. I hope, because I would think that whatever, you know, caused that or happened, there must be some reason, and I should work through it. But
yeah. What's the dark side of you?
oh, I'm restless, I'm complicated, I'm driven. There's a lot there, and there's a lot of good, there's a lot of light, there's a lot of complexity. I was saying to my brother the other day, I'm a lot. He goes, you've always been a lot, it's okay. He goes, don't be afraid of your allotness. But I'm curious, I'm indefatigable, but I'm also fun. I'm really fun.
Nada feito.
I'm curious, so I think, you know, the good and the bad, right? And I don't like to look at it as
Essa subida aqui não se assemelhou a nenhum dos movimentos anteriores, então por isso que
this might scare some
não era um alvo por si só para mim.
people who are a lot too. So
And who was the most influential person for you growing up? Was it your mom?
my mom definitely influenced me tremendously, and my kind of family influenced me tremendously.
The greatest lesson you think you learned from your mom?
Life is a marathon, not a sprint. You're gonna have it, you know, over a lifetime, but not all at once. And don't judge yourself at that moment that you haven't done X, Y, or Z. And so I really now, I practice kind of visualization of where I want to be, kind of towards the end of my life, or 15 years from now. Who do I want around me? What do I want that picture to look like? What do I want to be able to look back on and say that I did, the company I kept? And so I work towards that vision. I call it, and I write about it in the book, I call it the open field. And so I visualize that that's where I want to go. I visualize getting there. I visualize who will be at the table with me. And I visualize, and then I concentrate on making sure that those people in my present day feel loved, feel seen, feel that I have time for them, because I want them to be there for me at the end.
I think I heard you say that the open
Muito
field
perigoso essa
is
parte,
beyond fear,
essa região que o preço tá, galera?
shame, insecurity, where you can be your most authentic, loving self.
Porque apesar de um minuto ter sido um rompimento, no 4, no 5, no 15 não foi ainda. Então, como eu falei para vocês, esse fluxo aqui não aconteceu aqui nem aqui, certo? Então isso aqui para mim não é topo.
Never been afraid to go to kind of unknown places with no plan. So I moved out here unknown. You know, I went into journalism unknown. You know, and so I've done things that kind of in my own family were like, what? You know, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just going here. I'm just going there. I'm just gonna try this. And so it's good. It's given me a great life.
What do you think has been the greatest decision you've made in your life?
I don't think there's any, quote, one greatest decision that I've made. I think certainly having children was a great decision. I was scared to do that because I was like, oh my God, there's no women in journalism that are doing that. How am I going to be able to do that? You know, now, of course, everybody in journalism is having a kid. But at the time that I was doing it, it was being at the network and having a kid was like, you couldn't see it, so I didn't know how it would work and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, it turned out to be a great thing for me. So, Arnold and I have 4 kids and they love each other.
Vamos ver como que abre os papéis aí.
And they're there for each other, and I've tried to instill in them that, you know, these siblings of yours are going to be your best friends through life. So take care of that. You can have a fight, but you can't peace out. You can't peace out. You got to peace in.
Who has been your greatest teacher in your adult life?
Compra em Petro, abriu comprada.
Different people. Certainly, you know, my mom
Também.
died 9 years ago, so she
Que não abriu ainda, né?
was
Isso.
a big teacher.
Não abriu.
My father taught me different
Vale.
things. I've learned things from friends. I've learned a lot from my children.
Vale venda, tá.
I've learned about patience. I've learned unconditional love from my children.
Yeah.
I've learned about how different they are and how they want to be treated like individuals. I've learned about patience from my children. I've learned, you know, about acceptance from my children. I've learned about letting go from my children.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned.
What's been the hardest thing to let go of?
Them.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, they get older and they start their own lives and they have their own opinions and they go off to school and you've, you know, devoted your whole self and then you're supposed to be thrilled that they're up and leaving you and that's supposed to be just the best news of all. And so you have to let go. And then...
Because they're not living with you anymore.
You know, that I have one boy who's in school, so he comes home in the summer. And I do family dinners, so they all come home. But they're, you know, they're on their own path.
They moved on.
No, they haven't moved on, but they've moved to their own beat. And so in order to allow for that, you have to step back and step off, right? So I think that that's...
Not be attached to what it used to look like, or...
Yeah, not be attached, not to think that they're, you know, 6 and 7 and you're in control. Yeah, because you're not in control anymore. So that's...
Was that challenging?
Yes, I think it's challenging if you've been in control of something and it's all gone the way you laid it out, yes. And then people get up and go like, yeah, I'm going over here now and I'm going to do that. And but I think that that's a really great lesson because it teaches you that you really have so little control over everything, and trying to be a control freak is never a good idea. Mm-hmm. You know, in this book, I write about letting go. I write about grief. I write about death. I write about separate identities. I write about all of these things that life presents to itself. Life is a journey, right? And it's constantly asking you to step in and step out, to hold on and to let go.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, I think we don't talk enough about that we all think it's a linear path. We're going to go to here, go there, get a picket fence, do well, you know. And I think it's so much more complex than that. And knowing that, I think is a relief. Knowing that you can be, that you can be happy, or that when you're really depressed and sad, that's not the end of the world. It's a wave. But I don't think, you know, like certainly when I was growing up, nobody talked about that. So I try to say to my kids, you can have all of those feelings in one day, and that's okay. You can be incredibly depressed. You can be full of grief. You can be angry. You can be elated. You can be hopeful. You can be sad. You can be excited. And that could be one day. And so I think knowing that that's common, normal, that that's life, takes some of the fear out of it. Because when we get depressed or we get desolate and we're like, oh my God, but then you know if that's a wave. And obviously for some people who have, you know, serious medical depression, it's not a wave and they should get medical treatment and be in good therapy and stuff like that. But for many people, it's a wave, and that's life.
Yeah, I think,
Muito bem, galera. O índice abre um topo, nesse topo que a gente não sabe se é fluxo verdadeiro ou se é fluxo fictício de notícia, né? Mas de qualquer maneira ele desce de escada sem fazer muita... Sem me dar a oportunidade de venda no 890. E agora a oportunidade de venda está no 675, né? Nessa região aqui. Então pode ser que, dependendo de um possível price action aqui, dê para se operar uma na contra de novo. Não dá para vender fundo, né? Gostaria muito de vender topo, certo? Mas ele precisa fazer, precisa dar uma esperança para os comprados para entrar à venda de verdade e a gente pegar algo assim, ó, grande, né? Que dê dinheiro de verdade. Então, para essa compra, o pullback que eu vou utilizar para entrar é esse aqui, ó. Certo? Isso se ele passar o primeiro bloqueio, né? Que é, já passou esse aqui, mas que é esse topo aqui, ó. Passa, mostra pra mim e a gente tenta pegar o pullback com o alvo definido. Por enquanto não passou.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about this before.
Oh,
We connected that, you know, even though 5 years ago I started to heal and let go of trauma from being sexually abused as a kid and never telling anyone about it, I'm always feeling this defensive trigger when someone did something that I felt was abusive towards me.
Right, right.
Even though I feel like I'm at peace and I've healed it, you know, 5 years later and I'm constantly working through it, there are still moments where I get triggered, I get defensive, and I'm like, okay, well, I haven't fully let this go.
Yes, that's what I think, and I think, but being self-aware, that's your job, as I try to say to my kids all the time. Whatever somebody else is triggering in you is your work. That's you.
Aqui, galera, não chegou claramente a passar, né? Gostaria que ele passasse um pouco mais, vamos ver. Aí, beleza. Se for direto lá no 600 e pouco, aí é venda, né? Não seria compra. Então, ó, 310, uma comprinha de scalp.
That's obviously a huge question. I think that if we could look at people less as others and more like ourselves. I went to this retreat that Richard Rohr, who's a Franciscan priest, and he wrote that, you know, if you have a heart and soul, so does that person that's pushing your buttons. So does that person that is a different political party than you. And if you want love and forgiveness and understanding, that person is entitled to it too. So I think perhaps, you know, looking at people less as other, looking at people less as someone who's of a different color skin or a different experience, but just being curious about their life. I talk a lot about we can all be more compassionate, caring, and conscious towards one another. And I don't believe that that's kind of where we're talking. I think that's hard work. And,
being compassionate, caring, and conscious.
Yeah, I think, you know, you don't see it in our political world. You don't see it being discussed by this president. You don't even see those words coming out of his mouth, and or you don't see it coming out of the mouths of people who are talking in Washington. It's very combative, it's competitive.
Why is that? Why are we
I don't know, and yet if you look at, you know, whether it's all the people that we admire or the people admire, whether it's, you know, Mandela, it's Gandhi,
Martin
Luther King,
those that have a true legacy.
Yeah, all spoke about that, right?
Talk about compassion, love, caring for humanity, right?
And I thought, you know, former President Obama spoke about that last week in South Africa on the anniversary of Mandela's birthday, where he talked about the need for more love, where he talked about the need for more women to be in leadership positions, where he talked about the legacy of a man like that, and I think that kind of dialogue, President Macron in France has spoken about leading from a place of love. You do hear some leaders talking about it, but I don't think enough, and I don't think we pay it enough attention.
Yeah.
We more respond to what he called strong man politics, right? Strong arm, strong men. That's like, you know,
Sure.
beating your chest and like, you come near me, I'm gonna
defend myself, protect myself, whatever. Now, you mentioned women in leadership and more women in leadership. Do you think we should be putting more women in leadership as companies, societies?
Abertura dos papéis, hein, galera? Dos papéis do Dow Jones.
I think everybody wants to earn their even women who, you know, companies that say we want to have a certain amount of women on our boards, those women have earned it. You know, I think it's really helpful for companies to say we want to have, you know, a diverse board, whether it's women, people of Latinos, African Americans. It's better if our company's board is diverse. I think that's good. And I think it's, you know, important. I think it's important, you know, I do a lot of work in the Alzheimer's space and women's space, is to go into doctors and researchers and say, you know, we need to focus attention on women because we haven't tested these drugs on women. We haven't looked at how women are aging. We haven't looked at women's health the same way. That's not against men. It's just earning the right to be equal in terms of how we're treated in the medical profession or how we're treated in any profession. But I think there are more women running for office. I don't think running for office is for every person, but I think women who are jumping in, they feel they've earned it. They've earned the right. And I think, by the way, everybody's earned the right, right? You have a story, you can tell it. If you have an idea, put yourself out there, make your way, and see what happens. But I think that, you know, women can lead at home. They can lead in communities. They can lead. You don't have to be on the board of a Fortune 500 company to be great.
I think moms are the most influential people.
Yeah.
Because really, as you know, a young boy growing up, I was influenced by my dad as well, but my mom.
Muito bem, galera.
You know, my dad.
Cuidado com a volatilidade extrema do Dow.
And she had the ability to really influence me in the way I think, the way I treat people, the way I act, everything. And so I think moms, whether they're pursuing a big career or they're moms by themselves, they have the most influence in my mind.
Right.
They have massive influence.
They do have massive influence, and I think it's also time that we recognize the incredible work of motherhood. You know, I meet so many women, certainly when I was First Lady, women would come up to me all the time and introduce themselves, and they would say, I'm just a mom. And I had all the things like, let's eliminate the word just, because I think women very often feel like if I'm not doing
Tô fora, galera.
X, Y, and Z over here, and I'm just a
Vou esperar fechar esse esquema e eu entro de novo.
interested in
Não tá com um cara que vai parar ali, não.
to be great. I'm not going to be invited on the show, and I think society is telling people that's not enough to just be a mom. When it is, in fact, then we say, oh, but it's the most important job in the world. But we're also saying it's really not. I'm not going to talk to you at dinner if I could sit next to Lewis. I want to talk to him because you're just a mom. So I think we have a lot of conflicting messages we put out there. And so we say, oh my gosh, you know, school teachers are so important. And then they ask for a raise or help, and we're like, how dare they? Or we say we really value our firefighters and stuff, but we don't.
Não acho que é venda aí.
Support them. Yeah, so I think we as a society are very often hypocritical.
Ser um pouco mais paciente para comprar.
Actually, in what we do, and we want to, you know, be of service. We think everybody should be of service, but then we're not of service. And I have a friend who's like, oh my God, about the environment, she doesn't recycle. So I think, you know, I think we could all do well to check our own house. If that we're pontificating about everybody else's house a lot, I think it's good to like make sure you're in your lane, focused on your house.
Absolutely. Before you criticize anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure you're in order. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes because I'm curious of this question because I know you're constantly seeking information, ideas. You're constantly learning and growing.
Yeah.
And sharing that through your books and journalism and everything. What's the question you've yet to answer for yourself?
I don't know. Well, that's a good question. What I've yet to answer I have a different question for myself almost
Every day.
daily. You know,
But is there like a, you know, have you answered the question of why you think you're here or what this world is or what the purpose of it all? Have you answered these questions for yourself?
I don't. Yeah, I have this, and I write about this in the Sunday paper because I'm taking August off. So this is taped. I'm not lying. But, you know, there's this great Rumi poem that I'm a big fan of Rumi. And it's like what you're looking for is looking for you. And I think that is really, I think ultimately we're all looking to be loved. And I think everybody is looking for love. And they exercise their way of getting that in different ways. But I think ultimately, you know, maybe that's what is looking for you is love at the end of the day. And so I'm aware of that. So I don't think there's a question. I think it changes as in my decades, you know, what am I here for? What am I doing? I ask myself a lot of that. Why am I doing everything that I'm doing? But then when I'm quiet, I know why I'm here. I know what I'm doing. It's only when I get like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Right.
And I do get that. I do like, am I in the right place? Am I doing the right thing? Can I focus it more? Can I do it better? My mother was a lot like that. So I think I do have.
Meu stop agora, galera, é abaixo do 265 aqui, tá? Não quero ver o preço abaixo aqui. Já é uma segunda tentativa de compra, acreditando que aqui é fundo. Então, se realmente ele vier para baixo do 265, vamos esperar price action dizer. Mas a minha ideia agora é pegar um alvo 640 mínimo e depois 855. Então vou ter que escolher se eu vou no 855 ou no 65. Se ele vier a meu favor no 65, eu vou estar zerado no dia e aí eu espero esse, eu espero um pullback igual esse aqui para comprar de novo, certo? Mas tá feio, não tá legal não. Quero mais força, mais vontade de compra aí, porque a Petro, por exemplo, tá dando compra.
I like to ask this at the end for people. So,
all these people that you have on board have answered this.
I think almost all of them, yes.
Almost all of them.
So this is
pictures of all the great people.
The wall of greatness.
What is it that about greatness that is so intriguing to you, so attractive to you?
I think, like you talked about, we're all here to connect, to create, to evolve, to see what we can do with our lives and how we can become greater. And you said that over your life, your early childhood, there was a different mission and a purpose than when you were a teenager and when you were in your 20s and 30s, and now that you're 41, it's completely different, right? So, for me, we're all here to grow into something.
Good.
We're growing.
Good. Evolving.
We're evolving.
Yes.
And what is it we're evolving for? Are we evolving to stay the same from when we were children? Or are we evolving to create something in the world? Create connection, create a positive energy, create an invention to solve a problem. And I'm fascinated.
Bom, galera, agora qualquer coisa que ele parar, se é que ele vai parar, nos dá alvo.
Do they have to create a thing, or can they just be?
They just be.
Yeah.
A lot of it is their way of being.
Yeah, I think that is, we're all kind of creatures of doing, and so if we were actually just being,
Absolutely.
and our being is what made us great,
Absolutely.
as opposed to what do you do.
Bom dia, Adriano.
I always wish that people come up to me all the time and they say, you know, I do this or I know so and so, and I stop and I go, do you have a name?
Right.
And who are you? Who are you?
What would you say? Let's say, who are you?
I'd say I'm a fun woman. I'm a girl who lives in Brentwood, California.
É aí onde eu espero resposta compradora, 265, galera.
And I'm here to get to know you. And
So what are you most excited about?
getting to know you.
Is that what you're about, getting to know people?
Getting to know people, being in connection. How can I
Nada
help
feito.
you? Is anything I've learned or done in life, is it of any value
Nada
to
feito.
you? How can I support
Estopado.
you? But I'm here to know you. I want you to know me, not the book I wrote, the family I came
Petro deu
from.
compra, mas índice não foi.
So I'm interested in
E a Petro agora
I'm less interested in your school of
sofre
business.
pressão vendedora. Então, complicado.
And you invited me, but I'm not really interested in it. I'm more
Situação que o índice está agora. Ele me stop e dá sinal.
Not the actions we take, but
Yeah,
our
who
ways
are
of
we?
being.
Who are we?
Our generous hearts, our loving nature, our fun, our spontaneity.
Yeah,
Vou eu de novo.
person I could call when I have a flat tire. I want to know that about you. I want to know about your streak
take me a long time to change a flat tire, but I can call someone to fix it for you.
That's good. But
I can make it happen.
yeah, I think we live in, unfortunately or fortunately, you know, that's why I called this. I've been thinking, I want to know what you're thinking. I don't want to know
What you're doing.
I'm less interested in that, and I think that that puts people off. I see oftentimes, you know, when I go out with my kids, people go, "What do you do?" To them, and they're like, "Well, I'm doing this." I'm like, "But what do you really want to do?" And right away, I can see they're like, "Well,
Kids do say this?
no." People say that to them. They'll be like, "Well, what are you doing? What do you really want to be doing? What is your personal?" You know, and there's no like, "What's your name?
Who are you?"
Não.
What do you enjoy? You know, what brings you, you know, happiness? Why are you here?
Não, não gostei, galera. Tem que ter força aqui na compra. Tem que romper esse 410 aqui.
Yeah.
I think when people ask what are you excited about, for whatever reason, it unlocks people where they always look up or they just smile because they think about the thing that brings them most joy. And then I say, what are you grateful for? And again, it unlocks something else in their heart where they're like, I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm grateful I got to see my mom and have lunch.
Yeah.
Go to church with my mom this last Sunday.
I would love to be able to do that.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Grateful for this moment. And I think that's a
No.
very start of conversation. And what do you do?
Vou sair fora.
It's very boring.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, I think it often
Por quê?
puts people
Que aqui
because whatever I do,
é um fundo rompido.
what you think I should be doing, maybe I don't really like what I do. I don't know if what I'm doing is going to be interesting to you, but I meet so
Exatamente.
many people
Feio para compra, não tá no ponto de compra.
say their name.
Estou pagando aqui alguns reais por isso.
They'll say like, you know, I know so-and-so will be you, I know, or I work over the thing like this, and then I always say like, do you have a name? And they're always like, stopped. And I go, do you have a name?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, my name is, I was like, okay, great, now tell me who you are.
Yeah.
And
Don't try to impress me.
Yeah, no, or just, and I think we all do it. And
Bora para alguém. Tá difícil hoje, cara.
just for the record, can you
Acabei sendo pego aqui por uma vontade de se comprar até chegar
on the tape?
ao meu alvo de venda aqui. Mas ele provavelmente vai descer sem beliscar os meus alvos comprados. Aqui é resistência, tá? O preço tá dizendo isso.
What is your title?
Então eu tô com uma contra-tendência. Tem duas ordens aqui, não sei porquê. Não pretendo segurar esse trade, não.
Yeah. This is called the three truths.
Okay.
So
Meu stop abaixo do 265 aqui. Então meu stop tá ali.
it's whenever you want it to be.
Depende do que se formar aqui, eu já saio já.
You choose the day.
Porque eu não gostei, não.
You've achieved and you've been the person
É, exatamente.
you want to be for the rest of this time, right? You've
Tem que responder alguma coisa aqui, senão tô fora.
and anything you want to do, you've done it. Or anything you don't want to do, you haven't.
Se responder,
It's up to you. You've done
pode ser que
Okay.
um aumento de mão, é. Possível aumento de mão.
take with you. So there's no more access to books that you've written or words that you've said or videos. You've got to take it all with you. And everyone's there at your bedside. Your family, your kids, everyone that you care about is there. And it's a celebration. And they give you a piece of paper
Não, galera.
to write down 3 things you know to be true about your entire existence. Everything you've done. been.
Pronto, é esse ponto aqui que eu quero ver.
Give me a pen and a piece of paper.
Já era.
Lying on my deathbed and everybody
Nem chance de pôr um stop mais pra cima, né?
Yeah, but it's a celebration.
It's a
You've got a few days
Deve vir
to end it until you
pros 500 aqui.
call it quits, right?
Right.
Just say, we really
Isso aí, galera. Tô fora, tentando comprar em um lugar
want everything you've done. You've had so many incredible
que não é ponto.
people,
God, love,
things
family.
you've done.
Faith, love, family.
Faith, love, family.
Yeah.
What about those 3?
What about them? That's what I tell you you need.
You need
That's what I,
faith,
you need love and you need
Paci
family.
Ups.
faith, love, family.
Yeah. I've thought about it.
There you go.
There you go.
Paciência agora, mas esse cara aqui não representa fundo pra mim.
You feel, you know, disconnected.
Aqui nesse
You
ponto.
feel- I'm just speaking for myself.
Então não tem,
You know, I think-
pra mim não tem compra.
I can't imagine.
Pode ser que o preço me prove ao contrário.
Family and
A Petro que me pegou aqui enviesado,
to also broaden
que é esse candle, porque tá feio agora.
children,
Ele tava cheio aqui.
family.
E como eu tenho um alvozinho aqui no 19,72, eu falei, bom,
They're separated in a marriage with
vai fazer um ABCD aqui já de cara.
I think family is, for me, I have
E não
four
fez.
brothers, I have
Pelo menos não até agora.
nephews, and if my brother said to me, walking out of here, I need you in Boston tomorrow, done. I just feel for me that's a sense of like stability, grounding,
Pra quem quer comprar, tem que ter paciência agora, galera. Bem paciência, porque nem no 15, nem no 4 minutos tá dando compra. E pra mim, o ponto que nós estamos agora não é um ponto de compra por simetria. O ponto de compra por simetria estava aqui em cima e ele está funcionando no momento como resistência. Qual que é a parte chata de tudo isso? A parte chata é que nós fizemos fluxos diferentes aqui, né? Fizemos um fluxo, 2, 3 e agora acho que nem esse terceiro a gente repete. Então tá difícil entender como está funcionando o apetite dos compradores. Eu acho que o único fluxo que se repetiu foi esse aqui. Não, nem esse. Então, complicado. Esse cara pode subir até 85 aqui e voltar a cair, por exemplo. Eu já queimei as minhas largadas aqui para tentar ganhar alguma vantagem na compra. E acho que agora vendas mais seguras, eu diria que estão na região, a venda mais legal está na região dos 230 aqui, que aí é seria algo assim, certo? Ou mais legal ainda seriam as compras aqui a partir da região dos 565. Resistências do 1 minuto começam no 400, 410, depois 485 e esse 565 esse é o 565, é esse cara aqui, mas aí ele já vai inverter a tendência, né? Então tá difícil realmente, galera. Bruno geralmente usa quantos pontos de loss e gain? Cara, não tenho pontos de loss e gain. O que eu tenho é esperar por uma mudança de comportamento, por exemplo, aqui. E aí eu pego esse pullback, ponho aqui e eu tenho o fundo como loss. Se fosse uma venda, teria o topo como um loss. Não tem específico. O que eu tenho específico é a maneira de entrar e o alvo, que é sempre ABCD, né? Sempre esse cara aqui, assim, por exemplo. Mas tem, por exemplo, eu errei 2 trades seguidos, né? Eu posso errar 3 trades. Então se eu errar o próximo, eu tô fora do meu dia. Tanto no financeiro, 100 dá por volta de 100, né? Quando a volatilidade está muito alta, que nem hoje, pode dar 150 de loss. Ou 3 trades seguidos, quer dizer que eu tô fora do eixo aí. Ou dá um rolezinho, ou amanhã tem mais, sem dúvida nenhuma. Hoje, esse ponto onde o preço está não é ponto de compra, só que ele desce de uma maneira onde que não mostrou ainda uma real intenção dos vendedores realmente entrarem para defender. E essa região está nos 855, 640. E é lá que eu gostaria de ver o preço ir. E tentei acertar as compras para isso, mas não acertei nenhuma por enquanto. E ó, como tá difícil. Deixa eu ver como é que tá o Itaú. Itaú tá em cima do topo também. Olha lá, galera, complicadíssimo.
promoting inclusion and women's rights and men's rights and trying to make the world better, you will rise up.
Yeah. Yeah, and for me, greatness is about really reaching your full potential and living in service at the same time.
Yeah.
Because if service is not in your life, I don't think you're really doing something great.
Right.
You want to achieve things, but it's not really that great for me unless it's really impacting humanity on some level.
Yes.
But I'm curious, as the final question is, what is your definition of greatness?
I think somebody who's living their life, who's like secure enough to do their own journey, to chart their own course, pave their own path, and get to the open field. That's great.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I'll do another hug in a second. Appreciate you. You're the best.
Full of greatness.
Muito bem, ó. Tô mesmo meu gerenciamento de risco aqui. Aqui nem o trade que eu fiz aqui, né? Não foi nem o trade do meu backtest. Então não posso nem pôr ele no backtest, porque a gente não tinha tomado esse topo aqui. Então agora a gente toma esse topo do 1 minuto aqui. E eu vou tentar pegar ou esse cara aqui, para tentar ter esse como resultado. E talvez seja a última chance, ou talvez eu nem entre, porque não estou com fé nessa compra. Então, ó, tem esse cara e esse cara aqui. Ah, eu tenho esse cara também interessantíssimo aqui.
At summitofgreatness.com to connect with other like-minded, conscious achievers like yourself. Again, a big thank you to our sponsor, designcrowd.com/greatness. Again, you've got to get design up and running in your life. If you're trying to build a personal brand, if you're trying to build a website, if you're a small business owner, or great design so you can have more influence in your brand and help your business grow. I use them for graphics, for logos, for book covers, for t-shirt designs, all these different things. Just go to designcrowd.com/greatness. Again, designcrowd.com/greatness for a special $100 VIP offer for School of Greatness listeners.
E aí? Entra na compra de novo? Acho que não, né? A Petrobras tá brincando com o índice, né? A Petrobras, 2 candles já de rompimento e 2 candles voltando. Então, é por isso que o índice está ruim, né?
All things to keep you moving. Check them out. And I want to remind you that you are a powerful gift in this world. You have something to
Lá vem.
even if you feel stuck in your life. Even if you feel like you're in a place that you don't want to be in right now, even if you feel like you don't know where the path is heading, or you're not sure what your passion is, I'm telling you, just start taking baby steps every single day towards something, because some path is better than no path. And when you start down that path, you're going to start to swerve, swiggle, and move around and start figuring out what you don't like and what you do love. And you're going to start leading the path that inspires you and inspires those around you. You were born for greatness. You were born for incredible things. But you've got to be willing to put yourself out there, overcome your fears, and do the work every single day. The best way to learn is to grow through giving and service. Continue to show up with a grateful heart, show up with a positive attitude, show up with a smile on your face so that you can reflect that inspiration on others and be the light that others are looking for. I love you. And you know what time it is. It's time to go out there and do something great.
mind, the right project's going to come at the right time. Not every project. I mean, I'm 110% in everything I do, from waking up in the morning and drinking my coffee. Like, you know, it's just like everything is. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, you can't get married to the parts before you book them. You have to like let it go, and you have to remember that it's just the right timing and the right character, and it's gonna all happen. Like, there was a pilot I did for Disney years ago, and during that time I would have been for the 6 years. It didn't get
chatinho, né, galera? Chatinho.
I got recast actually. They brought in.
Enquanto me chamam aqui sem parar.
And had I done the show while it was running, I wouldn't have been able to strictly. So like everything just it all makes sense. So that's what I keep in mind. But I don't. It's really like a day to day, and I'm living with my best friend Kevin, who plays Artie right now, and we're both auditioning, and we keep each other sane. Here in LA, I'm staying with him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and we're great. We've always been the best of friends, and you know, he's insane. He's totally insane, and he can dance, and he can sing, and he can write, and he's just.
The episode where he got to dance, I was like.
I know, we were all so happy. And on Twitter, like, we wake up in the morning and go get breakfast, and then they go around the city together. So, like, everything we do.
Aqui, região
Yeah,
de compra por enquanto.
but even during pilot season,
Cuidado aí.
each other, check, we read lines with each other.
That's cool.
When we're having a bad day, like, we'll go and.
Amigo, as operações que é feita hoje só vai aparecer na corretora amanhã. Só amanhã. Só na sua nota de corretagem de amanhã, Oliva.
Yeah, it's hard though. It is hard. There are days we both had one really bad day this time, and we're laying on the couch like, what are we doing?
Especially when you were on the top of the world.
Yeah, I mean, you go from something and then you look at each other like, I missed that show. It's one of those things sometimes.
Amazing.
My truth is living for the bigger picture, living for the greater good, knowing that what I was doing left a mark that was bigger than myself. Number 2 would be living with the awareness of living with self-worth and self-love, or trying to every day. And the third one would be something about living a life that is not led by fear, but led by challenges that allowed you to.
Boa, velho. Tá melhor que eu aqui, viu? Esse valor vai ficar disponível amanhã pra você. Sem dúvida nenhuma. Vai estar em lançamentos futuros. D1 amanhã tá na sua conta, cara. Assim como os custos de corretagem, tudo. Na sua nota de corretagem vai ter tudo isso explicadinho.
Get your free copy at themillionairemorning.com and just pay shipping. Again, check it out right now, themillionairemorning.com.
Isso aí, galera. Ele foi depois. Ficou 5 pontinhos aqui de uma possível entrada. 265, 260 tava ali o primeiro ponto, mas eu não tava com a ordem ali, então não entrei.
Most of you know, health and fitness, wellness is an important part of my life, and it's one of the key.
Ou não, né? Falei que foi, mas muita calma nessa hora aí, hein? Ou não. Tá difícil.
Success in your relationships, in your career, business, in fun, adventure play, you've got to have the endurance, the stamina, the energy in order to take on life's greatest challenges. And if your health is at risk or at stake right now, then you know how it holds you back when you're climbing up
stairs, it holds you back. When you're tired throughout the day, it holds you back.
Continua os mesmos pontos, lá 260 a 210. É o ponto onde a gente pode estar vendo uma entrada tentando viabilizar algum alvo comprador.
Also, the importance of challenging yourself and your body, putting your body to the test, really listening to the results. I'm going to give you a 4-minute exercise to help with overcoming stress, which a lot of us face right now, and the importance of controlling your breathing and the effect it has on your entire body. Just did an exercise yesterday, actually, that helped completely relax me within a couple of minutes. We're going to talk about some of that today. We've got some of the big body and health experts, Ido Brutal, Carl, Pauli. We've also got Wayne Hoff and Laird Hamilton, who will be sharing some of these principles with you in just a moment. But before we dive in, have you guys signed up for your tickets to the Summit of Greatness yet? We've got some of the most inspiring speakers in the world. Incredible workshops, incredible workouts with world-class competitors and athletes, all coming for you to experience it. Columbus, Ohio, October 4 through 6. Go to summitofgreatness.com right now. Get your best. Thousands of people from around the world flying in, massive influencers, and an incredible community to connect with, learn, and grow. Check it out at summitofgreatness.com. I know you're going to love it, so I hope to see you there. Big thank you to our sponsor today, netsuite.com/greatness. I want to introduce to you NetSuite by Oracle. This is the business management software that handles every aspect of your business and an easy-to-use cloud platform. With NetSuite, you can save time, money, and unneeded headaches by managing sales, finance, and accounting, orders, and HR instantly right from your desk or even your phone. This is powerful, guys. Thousands of the best-known brands and fast-growing companies use NetSuite to manage their business, and now it's available for you as well. The power of the world's most popular cloud management system is more affordable than you think. Right now, they're giving you a powerful free guide where you can learn how to acquire new customers, increase profits, and finally get real visibility into your cash flow. Get NetSuite's guide, Crushing the 5 Barriers to Growth, when you go to netsuite.com/greatness right now. That's netsuite.com/greatness. You can download their free Crushing the 5 Barriers to Growth guide at netsuite.com/greatness. Check it out right now.
Nada feito para os comprados, galera. Nada feito.
To Skillshare.com/greatness. Now, if you want to master certain skills, check out Skillshare.com/greatness. It's an online learning platform with over 20,000 classes. You can take classes in social media marketing, data science.
E aí, vem para romper ou não?
You name it, they've got it. So whether you're trying to deepen your professional skill set, start a side hustle, or just explore a new passion, Skillshare is there to keep you learning and thriving. The reason I love it is because you can go dive in there. They've got stuff on the fundamentals of DSLR photography. You've got design, powerful storytelling with thousands of students that have already gone through it. These are only 30 to 60 minutes. You can dive in and really start educating yourself on skills that you
Zona de treta aí.
money and advance your career right now. Join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer just for my listeners. You get 2 months of Skillshare for just 99 cents, guys. That's right. Skillshare is offering the School of Greatness listeners 2 months of unlimited access to over 20,000 classes for just 99 cents. To sign up, go to Skillshare.com/greatness. Again, go to Skillshare.com/greatness to start your 2 months now. That's Skillshare.com/greatness. Again, a big thank you to our sponsors. Make sure you check them out. Get your tickets to Summit of Greatness. If you don't have them yet, it's going to be mind-blowing. Without further ado, let's dive into this episode.
So what we are doing is we are attacking different subjects and we go into
Nossa.
inside the big cloud of movement because there is no one entry. So we just step into the cloud and we attack specific subjects. Like for example,
Muito bem, é o último ponto de compra.
coordination, and I expose some drills, exercises, scenarios, games, challenges, and we try to see what can we learn about this weird concept. Or we go with a tactical game, like a fighting game, or we can go at strength development. Strength is a concept, not defined by one specific practice. Like I'm strong, one moment you're strong, another moment you're the weakest person there. You know, it's like you will meet the gymnast, you will feel extremely weak in the perspective of gymnastics, but the gymnast will meet you in collision. Ooh, that's a bad day. So like strength is not one entity, and we keep on kind of simplifying. Yo, you're really strong. People tell me you're really strong. You don't know what I am, and you don't know in which scenario. I'm also extremely weak in all kinds of areas. You know? So we just attack some of these subjects, and we go at it, and we discover some things, and we really practice hard. And like it's not just an open thing where you're just like floating around in a hippie way. You know, it's
In context, you create a container, a challenge, a target for a period of time, and then you move to the next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that thing is like the beautiful part of this practice. Like, okay, let's dig at this subject. You really go with it, you're fully involved, and then you kind of disconnect from it and you go to a different perspective.
When someone takes on a training method in this way, as opposed to a 30-minute run or a hit workout or a lift or whatever, what's available for them on the other side? Taking on all these different things, of coordination to, stick games.
Eu tô acompanhando o S&P. Ele tá fora do normal a velocidade hoje. Muito parado hoje, não tá? Ah, ele deu uma consolidada aqui, mas agora pretende andar, viu, cara? Nelson. Agora deve andar. Pelo menos teoricamente, tá? Teoricamente. Foi um rompimento que demorou para acontecer.
Bird's eye understanding. Who's who, what's what, when, where, how much. And that will give you something. So it means I can work with fighters one day, 1 week, and I have an understanding of what's going on there immediately. I'm not good at it, I can't fight like them, I can't fight with them, but I have an understanding of what's going on, what is needed, where is missing. And then the next week, I'll be with contemporary dancers. Next week, I will be with professional acrobats. Next week, I will be with tennis players, soccer players, etc. So there is a general understanding of physicality and movement and how the body operates in all kinds of different subjects. And then there is a lot of humility that comes with it on the level of a practitioner and as a teacher.
É, tá descendo escadinha pra quando subir todo mundo ter comprado bastante. Então, bastante gente com informação privilegiada, no mínimo, né? Tomara que a gente acerte de ser essa região aqui, né? A de compra, mas todo esse comprou, tá comprando. Quer dizer, bastante gente tá comprando aí, tá acumulando. Não é aquela descida meteórica, né? Onde todo mundo se livra do que comprou. Não, todo mundo tá na verdade recomprando.
A high-level expression of how we move. It's an exaggeration of reality. It's an exaggeration of playing, and I think that motivation of playing something because it's fun and because it feels good is what I'm also trying to inspire people.
Eu não tenho muito o que fazer aí, infelizmente.
Take who we are as physical beings sometimes for granted. We just kind of go through
Eu tenho esse alvo bem definido no 565 aqui no mínimo, né? Seria interessante vender de repente, torcendo que ele viesse de uma vez só. Um alvo de 500 pontos aí. Mas eu não tenho backtest e nem acho que ele vai vir de uma vez só. Talvez nem hoje venha.
Develop their lifestyle, but understand that if you just study a little bit how your body moves, simply by listening to it and by paying attention to it, you will learn some things about yourself that will get you a little further and closer to being something and someone you kind of just dream of.
Right.
You know?
So for those looking to, take their performance in life to the next level, whether that's their energy levels, whether that's their business, their career, their relationships, just having more energy throughout the day, being clearer, being more focused, and really just optimize their human performance, their life performance. What are some things that they should be doing or should be focusing on? Let's just say they're an average weight individual, not overweight, not really fit, but what's something they can do to start optimizing their life through these movements and through what you talk about in the book?
Yeah, I think the first thing is just becoming aware of who you are as a physical being. And I mean, this is something you can do in the morning, and I try to do it as often as possible. And just to share a little bit of a personal story, with all the work that I've been doing and all the traveling, I suffer from a little bit of anxiety, and I was very stressed and nervous, and I just wasn't eating well, wasn't sleeping well, constantly at hotels. I would suffer from some anxiety, and I would just start going down this spiral. And what I realized is that one very basic thing to do, and this is something everyone tells you, just stop and take a breath. What they're really saying is just stop for a second and feel your body. And one of the things that I do in the morning is right as I wake up, as I realize that I'm waking up,
feio, né? Como ele desce.
open my eyes, I become aware of who I
Se a
am.
gente olhar pra trás aqui, acho que não teve nenhuma descida assim tão feinha, né?
I think about, oh yeah, I'm lying here in bed.
Oh.
I feel the sheets, I feel the bed. I'm warm or cold, or I have to go to the bathroom, or whatever it is. And it's as simple as that. Just that brings you to that present moment. And then I proceed to open my eyes. And just that right there will change everything. Because immediately you feel like you're in control. So that's something that you can do through the day. Let's say you're at work and you're just sitting there by your desk, or hopefully standing now because you have a standing desk. And just becoming aware, where you're standing, what's the ground below you, how do you feel the ground on your feet, are you standing with your legs straight, are they kind of bent, are you posting on one leg or the other, are your hands in your pockets, are you crossing your arms, what's your posture look like? Small things like that now create a presence, and that's number one.
Conscious breathing is during the day. Because now I know it's learning to control the alkalinity.
Ó, no 15 minutos, coisa bizarra, né? O que poderia ser um single bar, eu acho, aqui, né? Single bar de compra tá tendo problema para ser ativado aqui, ou pelo menos foi ativado, mas não pelo fechamento dele.
Research very soon, and it's because they see this works.
If someone's feeling overwhelmed and stressed on a day-to-day basis, they can never fail to get rid of the stress. They try to meditate, they try to get massages, they try to go into certain things, but they don't try to breathe. What's something they can do if they have a minute throughout the day?
A minute
or two, a minute.
Oh, 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Okay, 4 minutes. I got a great exercise.
They're overwhelmed, they're stressed, they're freaked out.
Well, later I'm going to do this with you.
Okay.
É sempre tá derretendo.
I just make you do. Relax. You're not relaxed because you feel stressed. Well, anyway, I say, just loosen up the body a little. Stand. Just mind your body for now. Just for a minute. So shut up there. Just be.
Galera, acho que não. Eu ia parar às 11, depois pensei em parar meio-dia, mas acho que não vai ter ação, né? Tá no meio aqui de uma descida e no meio de uma possível subida. Então, realmente, quem vendeu, vendeu bem, tá curtindo aí. Apesar de não ter velocidade, tá indo e tá indo muito bem. Eu realmente não tenho o que fazer nessa região, a não ser procurar por gatilhos de compra, né? Mas todos os gatilhos que eu tentei comprar aqui voltaram. Então, também amargurei aí. Belas perdas. Ele não desce de uma vez só. Mesmo no 1 minuto ele tem muita consolidação. Fica difícil pra gente. Agora vai.
Getting into all the cells. Not only the carbon dioxide is going down, oxygen is getting in. Body becomes alkaline. What do you need to perform? You need alkalinity. Because of the oxygenation, alkalinity comes in. That's what you need to perform. Now, because you are so stressed, you are not connected to the brainstem. In the brainstem is the directory of the hormonal system. We will consciously go into a physiological state of not having oxygen, because we're going to do push-ups after exhalation that turns on the brainstem and resets whatever is causing the stress hormonal system, the stress hormone, adrenaline, epinephrine.
Galera, tá muito ruim, né? Fico hoje para aquela, se rolar algum trade meu aqui que me coloque no positivo, ou se rolar qualquer trade, eu posto depois à tarde, lembrando que hoje vai ter um episódio novo no podcast, tá? Mas não, tá muito ruinzinho hoje por essa afunilamento aqui, tá? Então todo mundo ficou animado com a super subida de 3.000 pontos e agora a gente desce devagarzinho, o que indica pra mim que quando subir vai subir numa varada só, a gente tem que estar preparado, mas aparentemente não é hoje ou não é nesse ponto aqui, tá bom? Grande abraço, a gente vai se falando, tomara que eu poste aí outro vídeo pra vocês durante hoje, mas fiquem ligados no podcast. Tchau, tchau.